braids were a whim. I've had this pack hair on my floor for like months, and I decided, let me do something protective. And also, I want to go swimming and not have to think about what I'm gonna do after I get out the pool for real. Like, I really wanted to just play some games. It's not perfect. Like, I gotta cut a couple little flyaways, but one little thing for anybody that decides to braid your own hair and you have your real hair poking through, personally, personally, don't use scissors. You want to use one of those eyebrow razors, one of those like straight razors. Use the razor. Don't use a blunt scissor. You could use the blunt scissor. That works too. But the thing about the scissor is you might use the scissor and then the rest of the thing unravels and then now you got a bigger piece poking out and you're not gonna cut that. And if you did it yourself, just redo it if that happens. But scissor. Noe, thank you so much. I feel so beautiful. I feel like I'm glowing. There's just something about 5 packs of pack hair. There's just something. I was gonna do like a boho lock, but I feel like I did the braids too fucking thick, and now I'm like, bitch, why the fuck would I put more hair on top of this shit? Like it's just too. I don't know where you are, but it's just so hot that I'm like, this is the style. This is enough. This is enough. I feel like I'm happy with it. I feel like it doesn't look bald. I feel like it looks more natural, and I'm appreciating that. But for the folks that know about my bald spot, I do want to talk about it. I do want to talk about it because I did go in and quickly, like, this is not my professional. This is my, I'm coming on chat for a socialize, you know what I mean? So I wasn't really being so, you know what I mean? But I have a product, and if I show it to you, you're gonna laugh because I've clearly had this product for 1,000 years. The label is gone, but bitch, it still got more life, don't it? Because y'all know I got a bald spot. Hello, 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 hello. Bitch, it's called Wet and Wild H2O. It's an eyeliner. It's an eyeliner. It do not like oil and it don't like soap. Water, a pool, you're good. But when you go to wash your face, it's gonna come off. Sure is, sure is. So at night, silk scarf. Okay, if you have one of those, you know when people do the paper, you know what I'm talking about. If you got that under the silk scarf, but use a darker scarf when you're tying it. Again, H2O Wet and Wild, H2O proof. Okay, yes. Again, we are balding as we age, apparently. Also, we do have some traction alopecia. Again, I went a little lighter right here. I could have went a little darker right here. I could have. I could have. I should have. I should have. But we're here. But we're here. Like I said, I washed my face, did a little, But I did want to be candid that I do watch tutorials on how to fix, traction alopecia spots or just try to hide them and shit like that. But yeah, the best hack that I found for me, because I'm not about to cut no hair. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna lay no hair on my head. I'm not doing that. I'm not gluing nothing on my head. I'm not doing that. But I also feel like my situation with the hairs I have left, I'm able to give illusion. And I feel like that's good enough for me. But again, on this side, I did not do enough. And so when you see me again, you're going to notice this side is going to be done. This side, this side. I'm going to just problem solved. Anyways, thank you. This took me a couple hours. I did this shit last night. So I just put this shit in. Between me and you, I might still do the boho lock situation. Cause like I said, I've had pack hair sitting on my floor for months, but I just did not have the motivation. And on top of it, I was just like, bitch, it's kind of cold outside to be doing braids. But bitch, it's not wig season. And as your elder, I just want you to know. There's a season for wigs. I feel like the season for wigs starts at the first frost. At the first frost is the season for wigs. Now, if you put on a wig before the first frost, I understand. I totally understand. But I feel like the first frost is when you put on the lace front. I feel like the lace front comes off. Personally, the first time you put on the lace front and it's so hot when you come home, you rip it off. Like I feel like depending on your body language, like if you're outside and the hair hat is got you boiling, that's when you know wig season is over. That's how I personally like to play it. Because you personally, you might not run as hot as me. So again, wig season is over when you cannot physically keep that hair hat on your head. And it starts when the first frost comes and or you need to start wearing jackets. Okay. Jacket season is wig season. Just saying. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this information. We appreciate you. Thank you. Listen, some people don't need this information. Some people don't need to know. But again, as an elder, please, braid season starts as soon as you start sweating, as soon as you hit outside. When you go outside and you got to go like this because it's bright, that's braid season. Now, if you do braids in winter, that's your business. That's your business. But you could do braids in winter. You can't. Don't let anyone deter you. But again, braids have a season, and I feel like we're definitely in braid season because, bitch, the last time I put on a wig, I wanted to fucking die. Like, I literally was not, like, bitch, my whole body, I was just angry. When the wig came off, I just stared at it with anger, disdain, hatred. And so with that being said, I'm trying to just do a little warm up before we get into all this shit because I'm pretty sure I called this shit heaux rants. What up, Mish? No, it is. But like I was saying, I came here to talk about some hoe shit. If you're not a whore, a slut, that's okay. You're welcome. You're welcome. But if you are a whore, if you are a slut, if you're a trollop, what up, very bad neighbor? If you are involved in hoe things, like that's why we're here. So with that being said, bitch, we gotta talk about Tinder. Also, the racist trick came back, aka I kind of low-key reached out to him, but bitch, I was broke. Like, listen. And trust me, I paid for my sins, bitch. I should have never reached out to that Gemini man again. I should have never talked to him again. Bitch, I can't, like, bitch. I know if you've been watching this whole time, yeah. Like, I've been just sitting, like, on the bed, like, watching Teen Mom for days, honestly, just trying to understand what happened. Bitch is a lot. Oh my God, Okay, again, if you have not heard about the racist trick before, I'm gonna obviously have to do a backstory. I'm gonna do a backstory. But before we get there, I'm gonna start with Tinder. Not stop partying. Shut your ass up. Can't nobody go outside for less than $50. Who the fuck is partying? Shut up. Again, I'm in a mood. Who the fuck is going on? Like, when's the last time you went to a party? Like, stop. Like, I'm getting mad. Anyways, okay. Let me calm down. Let me drink my water. Let me just find my chi. I'm calm. Okay. So Tinder. Now, some of y'all may or may not know that I met my booski on Tinder, which is aka the booty app. I personally believe, and maybe some of you also believe, that Tinder is for when you are looking for some cut. Knocking the boots, you know what I mean? I feel like Tinder is the app for hoe shit. Maybe some people feel differently. Maybe some people met their husband on Tinder and it is a Christian mingle for you. I don't know. But for me, I've always thought of Tinder as a hoe app. With that being said, because I am a hoe, I also know that it's an app where you can get a man to do something for you. Bitch, baby kitty, I hate to hear that. But listen, do you got a new phone? Just asking. See, Mish, and that's the thing. On Tinder, you can meet somebody pretty quickly. I feel like Tinder is for people that are trying to meet up for real. And so I feel like it can be the easiest way to get someone to, like, fix your toilet. Like, not to be crazy, but there's skilled workers on Tinder. I'm not even trying to play with you. Like, I found all types of things on Tinder. That's all I'm going to say about that. But getting back to it, I feel like Tinder is a booty app. Therefore, if you go on the booty app, I look like Baby D. I'm not mad at that. She's beautiful. Like, thank you. Like, appreciate you. Anyways. Like I said though, like my current partner, I met him on Tinder and he was my bodyguard, aka security. I know some of you probably want the backstory on why the fuck I needed a bodyguard, aka security, but we're not going that far back. But we will talk about the racist trick at some point. But I do want to say Tinder, the hoes are there. Whoa. I've made a lot of money on Tinder the last couple of days and I am shook. Not military. You know what? The cookie one was funny, but damn. Just again, like the fat jokes don't never get good, I promise you. Anyways, so like I was saying, I was on Tinder making some money. There are a lot of men on there. No, definitely. Thank you. Thank you so much for this, sis. Honestly, I was trying to, because it's like I am giving Baby D. That's not a bad thing. I was like, is this a roast? Is this a roast? I didn't know. But yeah, like I was saying though, Tinder has been cute to make some money as a hoe. There are a lot of men on there that are very much into like submissive play. Trigger warning for talking about white people having a kink for reparations. I'm just gonna take a minute. I'm just gonna take a minute. I'm just gonna take a fucking minute because again, like every time I talk to someone black about the things that I do online, they're like, "Hold on a second," and I'm like, "Yeah." So I'm going to just say again, yes, there are white people that have a kink that involves reparations. That's where I'm gonna land right now. I will give you more information, but one thing I want to say is you do not need to be a hoe. Don't do sex work. If you don't want to do sex work, don't do it. It's not a good life. It's interesting sometimes for sure. That's one thing I can say for sure. It's very interesting. If you like to talk to people, and learn things about people that you shouldn't know all the time, I feel like it's a good job for that. If you're naturally curious, if you're naturally talkative, if you have stewardess and if you have flight attendant energy, if you have front desk, hospitality care worker energy, if you're a social work aspiring person, a psychologist, psychoanalyst, just someone that works with the mind, this could be a fun job because again, like at some point you just start to realize how similar everybody's kinks are. Not everybody, but just how, again, like some people are just gonna, there's just a character. Yes. No, I promise you. Again, like I said, trigger warning for white people having a conversation or trigger warning for like white people talking about reparations through sex work because again, that's definitely happening. Again, there was a white person I talked to recently who was telling me that like fuck, like I feel like I have to back this up so much. Okay, so trigger warning for another kink called Black New World Order. I'm so sorry to your ex-tube, your ex-hamster, your YouPorn account. Just like again, when you look through this stuff, it might be triggering. So just PS for anybody out there. But the premise is that white men are beneath white women, and white women are going to be creating Black people with Black men. Yeah. They've turned the one drop rule into a porn kink. Yeah, I'm sorry. Again, it's all triggering. It's all fucked up. It's all wild. But again, this is part of hoe shit. Unfortunately, if you're non-white, but then again, if you're white, you probably would know about some shit like this. Again, I feel like there's a lot being said here, which is why this is a hoe rant. It says hoe rant, right? It don't say nothing like socializing chat. I hope it don't say socializing chat because I really did want to have a hoe rant, but I'm praying it says that because again, I didn't expect to go this deep into it, but I feel like it's all going to tie in at the end. But basically, there is a kink where white men are thinking that like they're going to be able to instruct white women through submission to have sex with Black men to create Black people. Again, it's not something that I knew about this entire time. I found out about it randomly. I found out about it watching some other shit. And then I was like, oh, Wow. Thank God. Thank God. Because I was like, this is going on my like hoe tips thread, but I was like, I wanted to do a socializing chat, but I was like, I can't. I was like, I have to talk about this whole shit. So again, so getting back into it. So yeah, there's a kink called BNWO, Black New World Order. If you're getting into sex work, look into it, especially if you're a Black woman. Just again, to protect yourself from people that might be trying to involve you in some weird shit and or wanting you to make money. Like, cause again, like there's ways that I'm thinking somebody of color, someone Black may be able to make some money and it not be traumatizing. Like again, there are white people that want you to kick them in the dick. Like there is a white man who threatens to cut his penis off, and like right before he does it, I'm like, hey, can you give me some money? Like that's his kink. He's like, oh, like I want to show a woman that's not white my dick and a knife. And I'm like, before you go, what? Like he's into like a sociopathic woman that doesn't care if he cuts off his dick. Another one that I was talking to recently told me that he wanted to give me his money so that he could, like he was basically saying, I want to work so that you can enjoy life. He was basically saying that like if he gives his money to me, then he can't have white children. He literally named that he would be contributing to the falling birth rates of white citizens. Connected that to why he's giving me money. Yeah, again, this is happening. There are white people deciding that they'd rather give their money to people of color, but definitely wanting to give it to Black folks in order to stop themselves from being white parasites on the earth. It's really crazy. But again, I'm bringing this to you because not everybody's going to talk about it. Not everybody's going to tell you. Not everybody's going to tell you. But I'm telling you right now that there are white people that want to give people of color money because they feel like it's the best thing for them. And again, this white man gave me a bunch of money. I want to say we barely spoke, but from what he told me, he wanted his money to go to stopping the white race continuing. Again, I'm trying to bring you silver linings, bitch. Like, again, I know it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm trying to bring you silver lining. I promise you I'm not trying to bring you nothing crazy, but I can't help it because I feel like this whole place is wild and I don't even have a lighter. Oh, I do. I was about to say. I love you too. Thank y'all for being here for real. JG Flower, it's been a minute. But as I was saying, there are white people that are wanting to give money to brown people, non-white people that are openly talking about their anti-white sentiment. And, we had a moment where I was trying to like let him know, like, just because you're white, it don't mean that you gotta behave a certain way. Like you being white isn't why you do what you do. And he was like, no, for sure, for sure. But he's like, I'm still a white demon though. And I was like, if that's who you want to be in this, I'll call you white demon. Like if that's what you need, Hunter, Blake, if you need me to call you white demon and take your money, that's what I'll do. I'm trying to hope. Again, we living in a wild time, bitch. It's Willy and Wonka out here, bitch. So please know, I'm sharing this for my siblings, for the folks that don't know how the fuck they're going to pay for shit. Yes, I found a lining. Bitch, listen, there have been times where I did not know how the fuck I was going to pay for a single slice of pizza. There were times I've been pizzaless, okay? And so I know some people are not going to appreciate this conversation. I know. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it for the hoes. I'm doing it for the hoes because a lot of hoes be afraid to talk about being hoes. Like I'm not going to say her name, but I used to follow this hoe on the internet back in the back, bitch. She was so fucking funny. Oh my God. But then she, then she got a little older and then she tried to like scrub her past and people tried to fuck with her and it sucks. So I feel like I'm just going to be an old hoe. Because I already seen what happens when you try to be a hoe and then you try to get like go into corporate and management, Wait, hold on a second. I do have white ancestry. What are we talking about? What's the point? Not hot Cheeto list. What the fuck are you talking about? Bitch, I don't even like hot Cheetos. See, that's the thing. Y'all be trying to be racist and y'all don't even know bitches got different palates, okay? Not everybody like hot Cheetos. Shut the fuck up. Weird ass. Oh my fucking God. Like every day, motherfuckers is on people's mind. You could tell. Yeah, no, this was on Tinder. Like that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. Hoes are everywhere. Old hoes become real estate agents. I'm screaming, listen, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like if you really like if you ever get know and you gonna understand why it makes sense. Not I'm getting burned and shit. That's crazy. But anyways, yeah, Tinder got hoes on it. All the dating sites have hoes on it. Everyone, I told y'all before, I met hoes on Woo Plus. What race am I? Mixed. A whole mixed person. How beautiful. Anyways, moving on. Like I was saying, Tinder got hoes. Okay, Cupid got hoes. What the fuck? I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, bitch. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what we're talking about. We're talking about tortas and hot Cheetos. I don't know what the fuck is going on for real. I don't know. I've never done Hinge before. Like, I've been on there, but I never was hoeing on there. I was really trying to find love on there. And the thing that's funny to me is, like, I know so many people try to find, like, real love on these apps. And I feel like it's possible. Don't get me wrong. Like, I've met people that were really great. But I feel like more often than not, like, these men are talking like they are trying to get some pussy immediately. Like, they're hungry for coochie, bitch. And they're starving. And it's awkward because, again, like, Tinder's low-key a hater because, like, Tinder tried to play with me. Like, bitch, I posted a bunch of pictures and Tinder was like, no. Like, that's another reason why I'm coming here because, like, I was hyping Tinder, like, hella hard. And then one thing I noticed is, like, Tinder really doesn't like lace fronts. Like, PS on that. Like, if you're non-white, they really will play with your account. Like, no games. Like, bitch, they only accepted my account when I had braids. They would not let me get no picture with a lace front. They were like, tell people that you are not white. Show people that that is not your hair. Like, they literally, bitch, they will not even let you post in a wig. Now, if you wear wigs and you get a Tinder account, please tell me something different. But I'm telling you, bitch, they were deleting they were telling me, they were doing the verification. They were like, that's not you. I had the wig on and everything, did my makeup and everything, bitch. They were like, that's not you. Soon as I put on braids, soon as I had old ass pics when I had fucking Marley twists, the only pics that would go through. They kept locking my account like, this is not you, bitch. They're like, nope. So just PS, if you wear wigs, Tinder plays games. They play games. They play games. They was all in my shit. Like, bitch, I was getting sick because they kept on trying to get me to verify. They kept being like, take off the wig. Like, they just kept being like, no. Then as soon as I took off the wig and did my natural, that's the only way. I was like, wow, I had to verify natural. That's crazy. But again, hear me out. Is it unfair? Yes, because I feel like they've clearly found some way to, like, or just, I don't even know. I feel like it's deeper than unfair. It's just bizarre because it makes me wonder, like, I don't know. It makes me think that there's, like, just racist people watching this shit, like, bitch, me too, Capri. That's why I got these, bitch. I'm trying to swim. And they're so, bitch, I use this pack hair called Queen Braid. It was so fucking cheap. I want to say the hair was like $3 a pack. And it's so fucking, like, bitch, it's so light. And it was feathered too, 50 inches. So it do be touching the top of my booty. Indeed, I just love 50 inches, bitch. There's just not about 50 inches. It's just something about 50 inches. I don't know about you. Some of y'all out there might be a 24. I'm a 24 in wigs. I'll do a 24-inch wig. I won't do any longer than the 24-inch wig. That's just, it's too much. Especially if you're a styling type bitch. You got to style the wig, curl it, do anything to it. Don't do more than 28, 26 or 24. But braiding hair, bitch. Oh my God, bitch. I literally want white hair again so bad, but I can't do it to my scalp. I want white hair so bad, bitch. White hair in the summer? I'm sorry. I'm gonna calm down. I don't even know what you're trying to tell me, but I'm poor and I ain't decorated this room yet. That's what's going on. And it'd be hot in here, honestly. That's why I'm being here like that. That's why I don't even come in here, bitch. I come in here to throw a wig. I throw a wig in here. Some laundry, some shit that I don't want to see no more. That's what this room is. But I'm trying to turn it into an office a little bit. I like built a desk. That's what we're hanging out at. Out of boxes, but it's still a desk, bitch. Fuck, it's holding shit, ain't it? We're here, aren't we? But yeah, I feel like outside of that, I feel like next time we move, like, we're probably gonna just go back down to a 1-bedroom because getting 2 bedrooms was fucking goofy for all the fucking money we gotta pay for this shit. We're not even using this room. I did a little bit of modeling, but it's not my passion. Like I feel like putting on stuff. Like I feel like my favorite modeling is when people ask me to be like an extra in some shit. Like I like to be like a background. I don't want to be the main. But I feel like modeling is just really not calling to me. I feel like looking cute, looking beautiful is great. It feels good, but it's not. It doesn't matter that much to me. But yeah, no, like I was saying, I really just wanted to talk a little bit about whole shit and wild things that are happening on the internet because there's so much. Let me see. I feel like not only are there hoes on Tinder, but the men on Tinder are just woo. Like if I could lay some burdens down, bitch. The amount of men just being like, I want you, like, bitch. This one man was hitting me up talking about he want me to cuck him and all this and that. It was just like, okay. And it's just awkward because it's like, I know Tinder is for hoe shit. I know Tinder is for a sneaky link, but like the way that they're just talking at you on some hoe shit, like talking at you about like their sexual desires, that shit is frustrating because again, like I'm the kind of like Dom that's like, you need to send me a tribute for me to even give you any attention. And a lot of men be trying to test that. And it's awkward because again, I'm never gonna say that like other doms, other femmes in sex work space don't get tribute immediately, but I'll say that like there are some moments where like men try to like play with me or try to like make me feel like I'm broke or I'm less than, and it's awkward as fuck because again, like you reached out to me, I didn't reach out to you, I never reach out to them first. Even on Tinder, like I feel like low-key, I started doing a little bit of reaching out first, not too much, because again, I already know at the end of the day, I'm trying to get some money. So I'm trying not to be like acting like, oh, I'm trying to be with you or no shit like that. So I'm trying not to bother them first. That way, if they do something for me, I can keep it on my terms. Whereas if I reach out to them, I feel like some of them be acting like, oh, she want me. It's like, that's not what this means, bitch. I sent a heart emoji, ho. It means have a conversation. Like some of them be really talking like they already know you want to fuck, and it's broken as fuck. Cause it's like, bitch, we're not even fucking. I'm trying to sell you a belly pig. Like we're never gonna have sex. Like, I think that's the funniest thing is like there's so many men that think I'm about to meet them to fuck, and it's like, girl, never. And I feel like that's another thing too. It's like I used to fuck for fun. I used to fuck just to like enjoy it. And now I'm like, girl, no. Like, I just think about how, like, if I'm gonna fuck you, like, I need to see a full panel. And, like, I just never was like that before, obviously, which means that there's, like, so many men who are, like, not going to ever touch me. Because, bitch, there's men that don't even want to go to the doctor when they need to go, bitch. Let a bitch ask them to go get a fucking full panel. And I feel like that's another layer to this, is, like, being a sex worker, it's like, girl, I already know, like, there's men that will give me money just to talk. I literally told this one man, I was like, I got a man feeding me right now and holding up a drink of mint lemonade to my lips. I'm never leaving my home to meet you. It was never gonna be that. But again, I think about how like being a sex worker, people really do project on us. And really, when I wasn't a sex worker, I was doing way more of what people think sex workers do when I wasn't being a sex worker versus now, which I think is very funny because again, I think if you are a sex worker, like you take yourself seriously, you are going to treat yourself a little differently. And again, I think about the ways that you don't always know that, you know what I mean? Like when you're younger, like you think sex is whatever. I think the older I get, the more I realize how much it is powerful, how much people will do to get access to it. Whew. It's wild. But I feel like between me and you, I feel like I'm asexual as fuck. I feel like I don't give a fuck about having sex. I feel like I'll fuck myself before I'll fuck anybody else. And I'm really grateful. Like between me and you, me and Dane don't really have sex. Like we've had some conversations about it, but I feel like we've never had enough conversation for us to actually have sex. Like, and I feel so good to say that because I think about the ways that like people expect like for you to like, especially if you're poor, to be like fucking a man for everything you have. And like, that's not necessary. Like there are going to be people that are understanding that, yeah, we're not going to make the same wage. Like, we're not going to make the same amount of money. We're not going to do the same amount of work in the relationship, and that's okay. But again, it's the ways that, like, having sex, to me, I don't really give a fuck about it. And my partner seemingly doesn't either. Like, we're both cool to masturbate, which is amazing. And I wish more people would talk about that, because again, it doesn't always mean that, like, you're not good for each other if you're not sexually compatible. I just think, like, for me, I just don't care. Like, I feel like every now and then, sure, but so far, no. Yeah, we live together and we do not fuck. Don't get me wrong. There was a moment where I was annoyed about it, but then I had to really hold that, like, I'm annoyed because, like, we're both not, how do I say this? I feel like he's insecure about sexuality, and it's not anything like that I'm mad about. It's more that, like, his safety around sexuality is more important to me than, like, me getting anything from him. And on top of that, if I want sexual stimulation, if I really wanted it, I could get it very easily. And I think about that aspect of it is, like, us not having sex isn't something we don't talk about. It's more that, like, I've told him from the beginning, until we can both comfortably talk about what we want to do sexually, I don't want to do it. And he was telling me, I understand. And again, that leaves the ball in his court, because I'm comfortable to talk about sex, as y'all know, but my partner is not. And so I was like, cool, live life. Don't get me wrong. Do I have moments where, he grabs my booty and I want it real bad? Absolutely. But again, I'm not going to break that boundary for myself. I feel like I cannot have sex with someone if they're not comfortable and confident to have a conversation about it. But I also feel like my partner isn't mad that there's other people I talk to sexually. I think about that aspect too. It's like, I'm dating other people and I'm really indulging in, like, polyamory and, like, nesting partner, and, like, knowing that, like, not every person I date is going to have the same intensity. And so, like, maybe I meet someone and, like, we have a good friendship, and then we go get tested together and we fuck. I know that's a conversation I would have to have with Dane, but at the same time, I feel like he knows that my bar is high as fuck. Obviously, if we're not fucking. And again, full transparency, he did ask me about something sexual, and I was like, let's have a conversation. And he wasn't ready. And it was awkward because, again, at the time, I was taking it personally. For a long time, I was taking it personally. But then I had to hold that, like, there's a lot of information coming from him, like, he's actually said a lot of things that I wasn't thinking about at the time, because I was thinking about myself. And then I started to hold that, as much as I do appreciate him in all the ways, I feel like sexuality is such a mindfuck, because some people are not, like, I don't think everyone's comfortable with what they're into. And so I think about that aspect of it. But yeah, no, we live together. We don't have sex. And I took it personally at first, but then I had to hold that, like, I'm a sex worker. Like, I'm way more comfortable with sexuality. And from what he's told me, he's had a similar experience to me, that, like, a lot of times people get together and no one talks about sex. Yes, Capri. Not just that though, talking about the desires. Like, he still has a lot of insecurity about talking about sex. But at the same time, our relationship isn't just based on us having sex. And so I think about that part of it too. I know some people would not be able to handle a relationship where you don't have penetrative sex with your partner. This is not to say that we've never had, sexual dalliances. But as far as, like, fucking up my pH balance, potentially getting pregnant, there needs to be more conversation. Again, I don't expect everyone to understand this, but I feel like, as somebody who has been a sex worker for a while, I already know, like, so much can happen if you have sex with a man. So much can happen. And I've been candid before about having an STI in the past, and I didn't know I had an STI, which really sucks. And realizing in retrospect, I know where I got the STI from, and it was from a boyfriend cheating on me with a friend. Bitch. And then having to go through, like, again, finding out that I even have a fucking STI was just so fucking much that it's like, I've fucked a lot. I fucked a lot in the past. I feel like I'm not missing anything. Again, I feel like if we were having an issue with our sexual life, I feel like we'd be talking about it. But I feel like he's cool. I'm cool. I feel like sexually fulfilled. I believe I am, because, again, I've always had a rich sexual life with myself. I think fucking other people can be cool. But if I'm being honest, I'm like sitting with the ways that like, again, like so many of us have dated people or just went into connection and it's like nobody talks about sex. Like we're just touching each other. There's a movie on, there's music playing, we're drunk, we're high. And I just never wanted that for this connection. Like I really do care about Dana as a person. And like I think for me, like as much as I wanted to have sex with him at times, I had to hold that like he's still not ready. And like we've had fights about it because it's like I want him to be ready to talk about it, but he doesn't want to. And I just feel like until he's ready to talk about it, we're not going to have that connection. And does it suck? Sure. Like there's times where I look at his dick and I'm like, damn, I want that shit inside of me. But then I'm also like, but, and again, there's a part of me that feels like when you're having sex, you're communicating through it. Sure. But like, I want there to be a moment where he acknowledges like what we're about to do for real. And I just feel like he's never felt safe to do that or comfortable to do that, whatever the case may be. But I feel like me personally, as a sex worker and also as someone that fucks themselves regularly, I've not had a problem in this relationship. I feel like my bigger issue in this relationship is just honestly just being stuck in the house because like I can't get a normie job. Like I feel like that's what's been hard for me is like knowing that like he gets to leave the house and like it doesn't cost any money, or rather he leaves the house and makes money. If I leave the house, I'm losing money, bitch. And that shit is hard. It's very hard. And I've told him before, like being stuck in the house, like it's just been bad for my mental health. And so I've been freestyling, which is kind of when you like meet up with dudes from like dating apps or whatever and like see what they'll give you. And like I hung out with this guy the other day, as I said, and like he bought me some food, but I could tell like again, like sometimes I just trauma dump on men just to see, you know, because again, the stakes are low. Between me and you, like me and this man barely spoke and he's like, let's meet at this restaurant. And I'm like, cool. My mindset was like, bitch, I'm going to be hungry at 2 p.m. And then, bitch, I fucked around and ate Taco Bell before our date. So I barely ate. But, bitch, he was the type of person that's like, let's order as much stuff as we can. Let's try it all. And I was like, bitch, don't get married. Like, don't get got by me. I might baby trap you. Just kidding. But he literally like filled the table with food. It was cute as fuck, but the restaurant was hot as fuck and I was mad as hell. Like low key, the food was so good that I'm not going to write the review that I really want to write. But bitch, the way I was sitting in this booth at this motherfucking hand-pulled noodle spot, bitch, I sweat all up in that booth, bitch. I felt bad. I knew when I got up, I had to get out of there quickly. I had to run. Because, bitch, I left a big booty sweat print. Fuck! Ooh, I was dressed sexy as fuck, though. Like, I looked so sexy. But damn, bitch, that sweat. Bitch, and I was sweating into my noodles, bitch. I was sweating into my braised pork. I was disgusted. And, bitch, I did a whole face sweating. Kept patting it with the fucking napkin looking crazy. And then I'm sweating out my booty in my bag. Bitch, it was a terrible date, bitch. I'm sitting there in front of him just eyebrow down here, eyebrow here, cat eye, can't eye, lipstick gone, face looking bald, looking like chicken. It looked crazy, bitch. And he was just like, bitch, low key at some point, he was just looking at me like, wow. Like, bitch, I'm sorry, but the way he was looking at me, it was just like he was just like, wow, like this bitch is literally melting in front of my eyes. Like, bitch, the whole shit was gone, bitch. It was so tragic. And when we were leaving, I literally acknowledged the booty sweat because I'm sure he saw it, bitch. It was one of those closed environments. And again, people ain't really going out to eat like that. So it was kind of quiet in the restaurant. And so, bitch, it was quiet and it was hot. It was so much food, bitch. I was just sweating and dying. Bitch, I was scared. Anyways, he decided to drive me home, bitch. And that's when I found out he had a baby. Bitch, I'm telling you right now. I'm going to tell you right now, bitch. I didn't know nothing about this man. He said, meet me at the restaurant at 2. I said, all right. I look in the car. I'm like, bitch, why is there a car seat? Like, I just feel like I was not swiping my parents. I didn't see nothing about have a baby. I didn't see nothing of the sort. So again, I seen the car seat and I got shook. I was like, you got a baby. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm trying to starve these single dads. He gotta be old. He gotta be old. Like, if he's a dad, I need your kid old enough to tell me if you're whack. Like, I feel like that's where I'm at. If you're a parent, I need your child to be able to tell me that he was a deadbeat or not. I need to know that. I need the baby to tell me, like, was he buying shoes? Tell me. I won't give him no coochie. Is he a good dad? I want to ask your baby. Don't put me in that situation, because I will ask your kids, like, was he on time with the payments? Because, girl, I don't want you to kill me. Because that's what be happening, bitch. I read too many stories, bitch. It be the girlfriend get killed. It's like, no. If he wasn't doing right by you, I don't want to be smiling up in your face and shit on Thanksgiving. Don't worry. I'll leave. Like, fuck that. Anyways, but yeah, I seen the baby seat. I seen the car seat in the back seat. I was like, oh no. I'm sorry. They're just talking about seeing a car seat, and then he's talking about some, oh, my son's name, and do, and he's 5. And I'm like, girl, not 5. I'm a hater. I'm sorry. I don't feel like this about moms. I feel like if you have a 5-year-old, live life. I'm sure you still do more than a single dad would. But again, I was just like, girl. And then the front seat had a pillow on it. Like, he got an old wife. Like, the front seat had a pillow on it, bitch. I was like, girl, who be sitting here? Because you know my booty is sweating. You're crazy. I hope she beats your ass. Like, because I had love spells, sweat, booty juice, all on that pillow. I felt terrible, bitch. I was like, damn, not the mother. Damn. I be trying to avoid them because they always put me in some shit. Now I'm fucking up the lady pillow. God damn it. This her car, huh? God damn it. This your pillow, ain't it? Fuck. Because he's little, bitch. That's another thing. He's little. I didn't know how little he was. He didn't have his height on there. So when I got to the restaurant, he was sitting down and I seen him, and I swear to God, like, it was the type of seats where like everybody looked the same height. Bitch, I walked up over there, bitch. It looked like Hagrid, and then the fucking professor that's this big, bitch. The one that's the dwarf. The one that's the gnome, elf family. You know what I'm talking about. It's one of the professors at Hogwarts. Fuck J.K. Rowling. Fuck J.K. Rowling. It's just a size reference. Fuck J.K. And if you don't understand, there will be a link in the comment section below why we don't fuck with J.K. Rowling. She almost got me too. I love you so much. Her thought process almost got me too. As a trans person, she almost got me too. Just want to say that. But anyways, it was giving like Hagrid and then Polly Pocket. Like, I felt terrible. Like, I was like, bitch. But then there was a part of me that was like, you know what? If this goes left, I could throw him somewhere. Like if he really ever tries me, and he's bitch, he's this big, high key. I hate when the short dudes don't put their height, because it's like, girl, we're going to find out. Like, what are you doing? Not that I'll date someone short. I've dated many a short man, but don't lie. Don't hide it, because that's like, girl, especially if you like 5'3" and shit. Like, I just feel like, let people know, because there's some people that's really tall that will be maybe uncomfortable. Again, this is not me trying to play with anybody who's short. I don't care personally. I don't care how tall or short you are. But I was like, girl, not you are 4'9" and you are... The whole time we were together, it looked like sex work. Swear. The whole time we was together, swear to God, like, it looked like I was getting money. Like, the Asian lady at the restaurant was like 4 entrees. Like, she was low-key hating a little bit. She's like, you know, that's a lot of food that, like, she kept on trying to make it seem like all the food I was trying to get. She's like, you know, that's gonna be an extra $6. I was like, so? Keep in mind, I don't know this man, but I know he paying. And she over here acting worried about adding $6 to the tab. I'm like, go ahead. And he was like the way he was operating like, I have money. I have a PhD. I have a master's, I have a doctorate. Like, the way he was talking, bitch, it was giving like, I'm rich. And so I was like, exactly. Put the braised pork on top of the fucking pad thai. That's all I asked for. I don't think I asked for anything crazy. Like again, I remember getting pad thai with fried chicken, and now everybody playing games. If you have fried chicken on the menu, put it on the pad thai. Why are you playing games? I'm so tired of this shit. They be really acting goofy these days about adding the meat on the motherfucking noodles. It's like, bitch, do you want this money? Come on. All I want is fried chicken on a noodle, bitch. Fuck, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't mean to bring this up, but again, like, it's just getting crazy. And again, the way that chicken is tasting these days is getting crazy. It's getting real crazy, bitch. I can only trust one chicken right now. I only got one chicken that I can really trust, and I'm scared every day, bitch, because if I can't trust that chicken, bitch, one time, I feel like I told y'all this story. There was a chicken spot that I was fucking with so hard, and they had sweet potato pie, and bitch, why the fuck one day I ordered sweet potato pie from them, and it looked like someone had punched it, like swear, like it was all over the box. I was like, where's the pie? And I just stopped fucking with them on that day, because I'm just like, girl, you serve sweet potato pie in July. That's why I trusted you. Like, now I don't trust you no more. Oh my God. Exactly. I mean, probably, but also like I feel like my account says, and we met on Boo, BOO, and like that's a whole app, but it's more sophisticated. It's more for people that appreciate sex work, but like they also went to college, if that makes sense. I feel like Tinder is for people that may have not gone to college or are in college currently, and they're looking for a good time. Excuse me, and a lot of them really want you to meet up IRL. Don't get me wrong, I've met online tricks on Tinder, but I'm just saying, on Tinder, mostly they want to meet in real life. No, the pie looked like, bitch, I was like, where's my pie? Like, I was so sad, bitch. Like, can you imagine? Shanice, it's been a minute. How are you doing? I mean, who knows? All I know is that he had a 5-year-old child that he didn't talk about on his account at all. No, like there was just nothing to suggest. And he spent the entire time being like, I own an animation studio. That's low-key why I went on the date. Cause I was like, oh, you're an owner of a company? Cool. I know I'm gonna get a free meal at least. Again, that's what I'm doing during Venus and Leo, bitch. Like I'm not going to do too much for any connection. If you don't see me and think I'm worth pouring into, asking more questions, getting more acquainted with my mind, that's fine. Like that's totally fine. I'll just get a meal. Thank you, Aleem. How are you? Yeah, no, thank you. I just did the braids last night. I feel beautiful as fuck. I kind of did whatever the fuck kind of braiding pattern. I figured my thought process when I was doing them was I was gonna do them and then I was gonna do some boho locks or some shit or some boho braids. Like that was my plan. But then I got to a point where I was like, you know what? This looks like a style enough and it's hot outside. And also, I wanted to show folks that even though I do have many a bald spot, I am really trying to show folk that you can still do a box braid. You can. There are some products that I've used. I feel like one product in particular is the Wet n Wild H2O. And that one has just been amazing for just keeping things together. I also use Eco Styling Gel. I feel like everybody knows about that, but the shit was helping me braid the shit down and keep everything cool. Right. Listen, I'm grateful that I went somewhere and it was tasty. I went to this restaurant before and I didn't like it that much. And if I'm being honest, the food is not bad, but it's hot in there. So I'm never going to just go up in there and eat. I'm going to let that shit get set to me. Let me see. Listen, I don't know what the future holds, but I'm just hoeing, just living life, trying to enjoy myself. But I feel like this is probably a perfect time to talk about, trigger warning, the racist trick. Now, if you haven't been following this saga, that's okay. I'm gonna link the videos below. But I started talking to a racist dude. I did not know he was racist when we first started talking. In fact, when we first started talking, he was giving, how do I say this? I feel like he was giving like socially close to Black and brown people. Culturally close. Like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Like, he didn't have a black accent, but he sounded like a Chicago white. I'll say that. I feel like he sounded like a white person from Chicago. Turns out he's a white person from Kansas who lives in Minneapolis. Don't know if that means anything or matters to anybody in any particular way, but he is a Caucasian man who lives in fucking Minneapolis, and he had his voice. He's a Gemini. All I'm gonna say is he got a sexy ass voice, and I thought he was cool. He's not cool. He's strange, and low key at this point, I think he's one of those racist white dudes who like really just has like racist intentions when talking to sex workers. And like, I hate that for me because, again, at some point I knew he was dumb as fuck, but I was like, I'm gonna just get some money, even though he's stupid as fuck. But he just, again, he just want to fight about all types of shit. Like, literally, I cut him off, and I told y'all when I cut him off. Then I got broker than broke, bitch. Like, I was feeling like a roach. I was like, literally just like, again, looking around, digging and stuff. Again, I just feel like when you get to a certain level of broke, some of y'all know what that's like when you're just looking in the fridge 3 times, bitch. Like, what's in here? Nothing still, ho. Like, again, like, it's the ways that like you're just moving around the apartment trying to figure out like what you're gonna do. You hungry? Don't nothing taste good? Everything frozen. You have no energy to cook. Like, it was just a lot. And so I was like, I sent him a text. I was like, I'm mad. I was like, I'm still mad at you. Now, hear me out. Did I think that that would make us talk again? No. But I already told y'all before in the other videos, I'm manipulating this stupid ass man to get his money. I've said this before. I do not feel bad about manipulating men to get money. I don't feel bad. If I manipulated you to get money, thank you. I don't feel bad. That's how I'm coming. Like, I'm grateful. Like, my backs, thank you from the bottom of my belly to the top of my titty. Like, thank you. But again, I don't feel bad. Again, a lot of these men be talking about crazy ass shit. And so, yes, I might have said I'll move to Israel. I'm sorry. I might have said that, yeah, you know, we can have a baby together. I'm sorry about that. Like, I'm sorry I said that. That wasn't true. My womb is never going to be open to that shit. But we have fun, didn't we? Like, again, just the idea. again. This is for the hoes. This is strictly for the hoes, for the bops. This is for all my bops. All right. Tell them anything, bitch. They don't care. They really don't care. Just it's literally, if a bitch says it, don't that. It's crazy. Anyways, moving along. So yeah, as I was saying, I was talking to the racist trick again. I told him I'm mad. I was like, I'm still mad at you. And then he called me. Actually, yeah, he called me and we talked a little bit, and then he sent me some money, and then he sent me more money, and then he sent me more money. So I'm gonna be real with you. From him sending me all that money, I started acting like I liked him again. Listen. I know. I'm trying to just talk to you about what's really happening out here, bitch. I'm trying to give you the news that everyone's not going to tell you, but it's happening. So I talked to him again. I tried to make it seem like I liked him again. He was believing it. Like, he got so cocky at one point, ugly ass gonna say, I knew you'd be back. I bought Indian food on that night, and I got a mango lassi. Bitch, listen, I was living crouton to pizza to fucking tuna fish. Bitch, please, I was using the powdered milk. Bitch, I was trying my best, bitch. Oh my God, bitch. Like, I almost fried up some Spam, bitch, and ate that shit like it was an entree. Like, please. I was just trying to make it through. And then on top of it, I feel like, I don't want to do too much, but I just feel like I do not like this man. I hate his ass, but I needed some fucking money, bitch. And so, again, I'm talking to him again. It was awful. I want to say, for the most part, he wasn't that annoying, but I had to cut him off again because, bitch, listen, as soon as Venus entered Leo, I don't know what possessed him, but we had been on the phone for like 2 hours. Like, he very lonely, bitch. Like, high key. Like, he very lonely. Like, he a very lonely white man. And low key, I don't want to do too much, but he sent me a picture of his house, and I swear to God, it looks like his thing. And I was like, Bruh. And like, bitch, low key, I feel like I'm downplaying it because I actually have a lot to say about this. Like the entire time we were talking again, like I was love bombing him hard as fuck. Like I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come out there, I'm gonna send you some panties that's dirty. Like, bitch, he like dirty panties. So I was like, yeah, very bad neighbor. Thank you. Triple A mommy, thank you. Let's see her. I'm glad you're laughing. I'm glad you're laughing. So he was like, oh, I'm over here telling him anything, bitch. He like dirty panties. I was like, I'm gonna send you some dirty panties. Bitch, he like watching bitches taking dookie on the toilet. Swear to God. Like he's one of those. Like he's like, he like to see a woman do things that women aren't supposed to do. So he's like, oh my God. He's like, you're taking a dookie and I get to watch. Oh my God. Like, bitch, that's where he's at. Motherfuckers is horny off watching a bitch take a shit. Swear to God. Like, just so you know, yes, bitches get money to take a dookie on the camera. Anyways, moving on. Listen, there's going to be tips in the links in the comment section below. Don't be a hoe. Don't be a hoe. I'm not telling you to be a hoe. If you're already hoeing, if you're already giving away emotional labor and talking to a man for free, look at the links. But if you're not wanting to be a hoe, if you don't know about being a hoe, if you don't think about doing sex work, that's fine. That's fine. I don't want anyone to be a hoe. I'm not trying to tell anybody to be a hoe. I'm trying to tell my story so that people, if they do hoe, could do something different. Or at least know what to say to these motherfuckers because they be saying crazy ass shit. Just saying. Like a lot of my friends that I talk to that want to do the shit, a lot of times they don't know how to respond to these men because these men are hoes. They're tricks. There are men that are talking about getting their needs met. That's like literally that's the like for if there's tricks, there's hoes. That's what I'm trying to name. Is like there are men that are treating femmes like they're hoes. So the hoes decide to get them. We get the tricks. But again, there would be no hoes if there were no tricks. That's how I truly feel. There could be nobody selling intimacy if nobody was buying it. And I think about the ways that like we live in a world where, you know, if you're young and conventionally attractive, you could swipe on somebody and somebody will give you love for free, seemingly. But I think the older you get, the more you realize that you are an ornament. You are a symbol that this man is not gay. You are a maid. You are a home manager. You are a emotional support blanket and or pet. You are a chef. You are a childcare worker. Like, again, it's the ways that, like, depending on the relationship to the man, and I'm talking very heteronormatively, but again, I feel like across queer relationships, this shit could still fucking apply, where somebody, you know, makes money outside the house and therefore the other person seemingly naturally must take on this or that labor. And so with that being said, getting back to what the fuck I was talking about, he is a weird man. He took a picture of his house and it looked like his thing. He had the nerve. And I told y'all before, bitch, he's a security guard. They don't even give him a fucking taser. He don't even got bear spray, bitch. He don't even got bear spray, bitch. They gave his ass some Narcan, ho. He don't even got a taser. But I swear to God, that motherfucker, when he started talking about his job, all I hear is bad boys, what you gonna do? Police not ignoring it. Like, I swear to God, bitch, he be acting like he's a police officer. Bitch, you are security of a train. Security of a train, bitch. Then got the nerve to say he get ringworm a lot because of where he work. I'm like, girl, when he said that, that's when I realized, like, I gotta really stop saying I'm coming out there to meet him and hang out because, like, I don't want him to ever think I'm ever coming near him. Girl, you got ringworm frequently and you're blaming it on people on the train? Girl, why? Like, girl. Like, it's just so many things I want to say, but I'm going to move on, bitch. There's so many things I want to fucking say. I'm going to move on because this shit don't even matter that much. Like, again, the frequent ringworm matters very little in comparison to what the fuck I'm about to tell you. And I'm trying to laugh and kiki, but it's not really funny, bitch. I got some terrible things to tell you. Whew. Okay, so talking to the racist trick, he's sending me money, bitch. At some point, he started telling me about his money problems, bitch. If a man, and I don't give a fuck if you're a hoe or not, start telling you about his money problems and y'all not even cool like that, get away. Block immediately. I'm telling you right now. It's a setup. Please just know. If a man try to get you to calm down because he need to buy lunch, just get away. They're lying. They're lying, bitch. This man pissed me the fuck off one day because he gonna send me some money. Then going send some shit to my house. Yes, he has my address. I know that's crazy as fuck. Don't be like me, bitch. Like I said, I was really trying to love bomb him, get him invested in me. I really wanted to give, like, I'm a real person. You don't ever need to give the tricks your address. You never need to do that shit. I should have done that shit. I really should have. Luckily, my name not on the lease here. Luckily, I'm not invested in this place for real. So even if he did anything to me, which he probably won't, I feel like the worst he'll do is probably send some shit to my house. Like some food or something, like because again, bitch, he has been trying to reach out ever since I blocked him. He sent me a couple voicemails crying, being like, what did I do wrong? And I'm gonna be real with you, bitch. Like, as I'm getting the money, and like I said, to finish that story, he sent me some money, then gonna send some shit to my house on some like, oh, I don't believe you. Because again, he sent me some money, I used it for bills and lied about buying McDonald's. Then he gonna send some shit to my house because I'm over here like, oh, I ate all that money. I was like, but I want some more money. And he was like, I'm gonna just send you some food. I was like, okay. In retrospect, I was grateful because, bitch, I still got that Ben and Jerry's. I still got the Doritos. Like, he did send me a little candy snack feast. I'm not. But again, don't be like me. With that being said, after that, he gonna send me even more money. Now, he gonna send me that snack feast, gonna make it seem like that. Oh, yeah, left. But then he gonna send me cash like not even an hour later. So I'm like, girl, they be lying. They be really lying. They be saying they hungry, bitch, they ate. Don't believe them. Ain't no man gonna go hungry for you. Shadis. Capri! Oh my God, Shadis! Thank you for that, Capri! Not just start praying for him. No, you're funny as fuck. Like, low key, I'm about to, bitch. It's the way I'm about to send a picture of like a rosary, bitch. High key, I'm about to send a picture of Pope Francis, bitch. Pope, well, not that motherfucker, but Pope Leo, whatever the fuck, or whoever the fuck. I'm gonna send some holy shit to him. You got me dead as hell. Thank you so much, bitch. Like, you don't even know. Like, you're like, I'm about to post some screenshots when I do it too, so y'all can see like how they react to that, because that might anger them, bitch. Like, low key. You can't tell everybody you praying for them, bitch. You can't do that, especially if it's a joke. For real. Anyways, so he done sent me a bunch of money. I done call him lying and shit. He just annoying me. Like I said, I'm just fucking with him because I know he's dumb as fuck, and I just want to take his money. And so, bitch, we had a long ass conversation where I'm love bombing him. I'm telling him I'm about to move out there with him. Like, bitch, it's like low key. Like, bitch, I literally got him so manipulated. Like, he really think that like Dane, like I got Dane in on it too. Like, Dane be like, bitch, you don't even understand. I got him really thinking Dane is my motherfucking I got him thinking Dane is my footstool. I be having my feet on Dane back, talking to him like, you already know what time it is. So again, get you a man that really is down for the shenanigans. Like, Dan really be with me. Like, honestly, ever since me and Dan robbed that man together, I knew he would be with the shenanigans. So anyways, so he think that Dane is like my living sex slave or whatever the fuck. And so I'm over here telling him, I can't move just yet. I just signed a lease. Like, I'm over here saying all types of shit. And so he started talking about his plans for me, bitch. Now, I done told y'all his house looked nasty. I done told y'all his house looked like it stink from the picture. I don't even know if I told y'all this, but bitch, I just found out he been starving his cat. And again, I asked him about the cat situation because like him and the cat be fighting. The cat be biting him in the fucking head. And I was literally telling him, I'm like, if I move out there, like, your cat can't be biting me in the fucking head and shit. Like, again, bitch, I be trying to pass the time. You feel me? I be having all types of combos with him just to make him think I'm coming out there. So I'm like, your cat be really biting you on the head and shit. That's just kind of crazy. And he's like, I feed him every 12 hours because he has a food addiction. I was like, I don't think you're supposed to feed a cat every 12 hours. I think they're supposed to eat more often than that. And he was like, well, you don't have a cat. I was like, that's true. But every person I've seen that have a cat got a bowl for the cat to eat whenever the fuck they want. I never seen nobody like try to put a cat on a diet, least of all for 12 fucking hours. I ain't never seen that. And I'm literally like, girl, that's why the cat be biting you in the fucking head and shitting and pissing all over your house. Like, you're not feeding him enough. Like, are you okay? So on top of his house look like his thing, the cat, like he literally be telling me that the cat be pissing on his stuff. He'd be like, this motherfucker pissed. I'm like, girl. Then at some point he made a racist joke about the cat, talking about he gonna take the cat down to the Chinese restaurant. On the phone with me. He talking about something, the cat over here bit him. He's like, I'm gonna take you down to the restaurant and get them to fry your ass up. I'm literally like, bruh, look, bitch, that's how stupid he is. He's the type of white person to just say any fucking thing. And again, bitch, I'm on the phone like, that's crazy. Like, again, bitch, I'm just trying to get some money, bitch, leave me alone. Listen, I'm not trying to make it seem like I'm a good person. This is ethical. I'm not trying to say any of that. I'm just saying I'm getting money, bitch. I'm paying my Xfinity bill, bitch. That's all I'm saying. I'm paying my energy bill. Okay. Damn, now I was sitting on my lighter. That's crazy. But yeah, no, he's not, the Lord's not done with me, bitch. You're fucking funny as hell. not I speak in planet. Capri. My downstairs neighbor is about to call somebody on me, bitch. I'm so dead. Oh my God. Listen, I'm shook that he even talked about not feeding his cat for 12 hours. Like, I literally told him, I was like, I think you might need to rehome your cat as an act of love, bitch. Because I'm like, I think your cat needs a better life. Like, I didn't say it like that for real, but I was just like, oh, I think he'll be happier living with somebody else. I was like, it just doesn't seem like y'all are bonding. And I felt bad for him because, like, clearly he's a terrible person, like, inside and out. I hate to say that, but it's true. Honestly, at this point, that's how I feel. But again, it's the ways that I'm over here trying to help the cat. This motherfucker like, it's my son. And I'm like, okay, girl. So again, he's just telling me all types of terrible things. And like I said, at some point I'm looking around his apartment and I'm just like, babe, and like, we're on a video call. And I'm like, I'm going to see if I could find somebody out there to maybe help clean the apartment, like maybe I could find someone to come there and clean. And keep in mind, I'm lying. I'm not doing any of that shit. But I'm trying to get him to give me more money, bitch. Duh. So I'm over here like, I'm going to go and like see if I can find someone that'll be, our submissive and like clean your apartment for us and get the apartment ready. And he's like, yeah. He's like, I really want that. He's like, I want a couple slaves in here. Like, he started telling me like how he want me to like talk. Like, he over here sending me links. He want me to like reach out to people and and again, at some point, Dane is like, bitch, he wants you to be his Ghislaine Maxwell. I was like, shut the fuck up. But it was really feeling like that. On some Lydia Quigley, it was feeling like, find some submissive people to come and be abused by me and like deal with my ugly ass. And again, I'm saying whatever to get the money, bitch. And so I'm telling him like, yeah, I was like, I didn't talk to nobody, bitch. I'm not going to Minneapolis. I'm lying, bitch. But again, I'm over here saying that I'm willing to do all types of stuff. I'm willing to talk to people, to get some people there or whatever. And his energy was just like, yeah. He's like, that's what I really want. He's like, I really want, somebody to like, push around. And like, in retrospect, that's what he wants of me. Let's be real. Like, he's telling me what he really wants from someone that comes close to him. Again, he doesn't know anyone out there that's into kink, really. Like, if he did, we probably wouldn't be talking. But it's the way that he's trying to instruct me to like help him get access to more people. And I'm lying and saying I will. But again, it's making me think of like when women and men are on dating apps and they're like, oh, me and my man want a threesome. Like, it's really giving that kind of energy. And so again, I've just been trying to like pay attention to like what he's talking about and just get more information, because it really sounded like at some point that he was willing to pimp me, that he was willing to, get me to do things for him. At one point, he had the nerve to say that he likes women that act like women. Girl, he started going in. Like, once he thought he had got me recruiting people, bitch, he started being really honest about how in public he would want me to behave a certain way. And I want to be candid. The entire time I'm talking to him, at the time, I thought I was going to do crochet braids. So I was braiding my hair back, like in straight backs. And I was doing them like really, really, really close to the scalp so that like it looked like, it like a slick. So I had an afro when we first started talking. I'm braiding my hair down. Me and him don't usually talk when I don't have a wig on. Like I usually don't talk to him without a wig because at some point he made a remark about how like, oh, like I prefer the red hair. He's like, you look like a fat Spanish queen, and I was like, whatever. But at some point when I changed my hair to Marley's, he had made some remark about how he's a Eurocentric man, a Eurocentric American. He said he's a Euro a Eurocentric American or Eurocentric something Eurocentric, and was like talking about how he prefers the red hair. And I was like, I don't care. Like I literally told him I don't give a fuck what you prefer. But low key, the Marleys was eating my scalp, so I was like, I had to take them shits out anyway. But again, it's the ways that he'd be making little remarks, and I filed them away because I knew at some point I have to cut him off for real. Because again, he is not shit. But I want to say, trigger warning for anybody just joining us. We're talking about a racist white man and getting money from him. But he had made some remark while I was braiding down my hair that I looked like Foxy Brown. And I was like, okay. And he said it in a way where he was like, he liked that I looked like Foxy Brown. So I'm like, well, that's good. And so I'm braiding my hair down and we're having a conversation. And at some point in the end of the combo, this motherfucker said, good night, pancake slave lady. He really said that shit to me, like on the outro. Like he literally said that and then hung up the phone. So I sent him a text and I was like, pancake slave lady, fuck you. And I blocked him. And we have not spoken since. And we will not speak again unless he sends me about, I'm gonna need a couple $1,000s. I'm gonna be real with you. Like if he sends me some money, I'm not gonna say anything. I might actually send a balance of like $10,000 and then just tell him how much more he owes based on what he sent. But yeah, he told me, he said, good night, pancake slave lady. I'm like, what the fuck is that? He ain't never said no shit like that to me. He ain't never called me no slave. He ain't never made no racist remark to me about me, other than the things I just told you. But again, it's the ways that he's like, oh, we haven't spoken in like weeks, and now I'm going to, I don't even know, but I'm saying this to say that I've seen a rise in women of color seemingly like engaging in like racist like sex work play. And I want to be real, like after the story I'm telling you, like there's not many times personally where a man has like dealt with me and he's talking about being anti-black, he's making racist remarks. Like that's not my typical client. But this is the first time that I've had a client that was like wanting to talk to me so bad, but is anti-black as fuck. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like that he's like trying to, you know, decolonize. Like, cause there's definitely moments where like we have a lucid combo, but I feel like, bitch, like he's really like, it's wild. It's like he wants a girlfriend that is not white. I can tell, but he doesn't want a girlfriend really. Like he wants someone to endure him and be racist. And at one point he also said that he wanted to come in my hair when I had my afro out. And it just made me think about the ways that like there are some men that are so preoccupied with black people, black women, black folks in a sexual context that like it comes out. And again, it's the ways that he's been saying strange ass shit. But when I finally had my afro out, I'm finally braiding my hair. And again, I think about the intimacy of braiding your hair in front of someone. I don't know how many of y'all have ever felt safe to braid your hair in front of someone you've never met in real life, never saw you with your natural. But I feel like for me, it was me again manipulating him into thinking we were more comfortable than we were. But again, on the way out, he had to remind me that like he's constantly thinking about how he's better than me, or that how he's better than someone who looks like me, or how he wants me to be performing as someone subservient. And again, most of the time when we talk, I'm pretending like he's interesting. What up, Sapphire? I'm not talking to him like a regular person. Like I'm pretending like he's cool, or I'm pretending like he's saying something interesting. Absolutely. And again, the ways that he's operating, like, oh, you know, like some of the most important mentors in my life have been black men. Like he's very much like a strange character in that like he's very preoccupied with like white guilt. He very much like has had moments where he like lashed out because like I was talking about whiteness, and moments where he's like literally tried to control the combo and be like, okay, I want to change the topic. And again, it's the ways that like because he's paying me, like there's moments where I feel like I'm going to say something like when he's being anti-black, but then there's other moments where it's like, I feel like it's not even on some pick your battles. It's just like he doesn't have the fucking inner framework to hold that, like, yes, you're white and like it does mean something person to person. There are going to be some people who meet you that don't feel comfortable with you, and that has to be okay. And there's going to also be people who say things to you that are like, again, bigoted. And again, like, that's part of your job is to like de escalate. Like, that's another thing too. He work on a train and be talking about getting punched in the head by people and people telling him that he's racist, and it's awkward because he is anti-black. Like he says a lot of things that have me wondering how he treats people. But again, I think about the ways that like again where he works, like he says that like almost every day somebody white tries to beat him up, and it's funny as fuck to me because it's like I don't believe that anyone black is just running up to you. I think that you're giving off fucked up energy and you're maybe instigating some shit. Like I said, he says crazy ass shit every now and then. The whole convo is not him saying crazy ass shit, but when he does, I do react to it very strongly, unless in the moment I'm like, again, I feel like some people might think that I'm shady for not saying anything about him talking about bringing his cat down to the Chinese food spot. But in my humblest opinion, bitch, I know that that's racist and crazy, but that's not where I'm about to intervene on him. He's dumb. Like, I just feel like he's dumb. I'm not about to fucking pick that battle, but him calling me a fucking pancake slave lady, no, we're not doing that. That's not my kink. That's not anything that I do for money. What I do for money is talk to white men and get their money because they, again, see my worth, appreciate me. I'm never talking to somebody white to get degraded. But again, as I was saying, there are some women of color I've seen recently like engaging in like racist play where they're calling themselves fucked up names or they're talking about just again, I don't want to do too much. But I've just seen some things that have me just sitting with like how, like, of course, there's going to be people who, they submit to whiteness in a sexual way. And again, I'm not trying to judge. I'm just like, ugh, like I hate when I see it on the fucking main. Like I was on FetLife and I seen some shit that had me fucking sick. Like she wrote something like, ugh. And again, like somebody was like, do you even know if it was a black person? And it's like, honestly, I think that's the thing too. It's like with the rise of AI and all this and that. There's a part of me that thinks that FetLife is probably not the place where like an AI bot is operating, but it could be. But again, like I said, I saw a black femme on there being like, oh, like he told me not to shower because he wants to smell my like coon musk or some shit. And I was like, what the fuck? And again, there were so many men invested. And I only found out about that because there was a man who messaged me on FetLife and was operating like, oh, like he was treating me like I was submissive. And I'm like, bitch, there ain't shit submissive over here. And then I looked at his like likes and I was seeing a bunch of content where he's liking black femmes seemingly like degrading themselves for white supremacy. And it was awkward. But again, what up, Nima? I want to hold that, like, just like I talked to that white man versus money. I'm really like, again, I'm so curious about that bag. Like, I'm so curious. I have too much pride to do that shit, but I'm so curious about that bag. I'm gonna try to find somebody to do a little interview, maybe a phone interview if they're consenting. But I just want to hear like how they're getting the money. I just want to know. Okay. Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. I think about the ways that like there's white men that like want to give people of color money because they think it's gonna impact white birth rates. So I'm gonna hold that there's gonna be all types of people doing all types of things for sexuality for money online. I don't think I'm any better than anybody else. I really don't. I'm just more so naming like I'm more so bringing it up to say that like it can be triggering to see that randomly because I definitely was triggered reading it, and then I also thought about the ways that again, like to get involved in a kink, someone has to tell you about it. Like it's very rare that like again, most of the kinks that I get money from, someone told me about them. Someone looked at me and thought, this kink. And again, like there's a kink where it's called Vore, Vore, and it's basically where like usually the client wants you to talk about eating them. And some people want gore, like they want it to be really gory, like really horror. And some people are into some dumb shit. Like I literally made a post about how I swallowed a car with a good sound system. And then I rolled out my tongue and put a sign on my nose that said new club or free entry. And like basically was making it seem like I had turned like my head into a party spot by swallowing a car, and people were like walking down my tongue to like get into the party, and like men were like, oh my god. And again, if you're goofy as fuck, you can come up with some dumbass story about how your butt opened up and swallowed somebody. Again, it's for the comedian, for the stand-up girl, for the person writing new material. This might be a good one because again, like some of these kinks are about your imagination. They're not about someone being there physically. It's about someone providing something. I think about that too. I think about how a lot of people say they like the way my voice sounds, and I think about how a lot of my clients like pay me to just talk to me, not even through text, like voice notes or phone calls, because when I say something, especially kinky, like they really feel it, and I'm really grateful for that. But again, there are some of you who may not excel in that, and that's not your fault. Like some of y'all are not going to be able to talk to a trick, and like that's not a big deal. Like being able to text somebody who's horny and know that you can get money, like it takes time to figure that out. Like it's not, and also people be lying, bitch. I already told you to lie to the trick. The trick is definitely lying. That's why I tell people to lie to the trick. The trick is not telling you the truth. Like the trick probably has a wife and kids, and or is gay, is all types of things, and is using this moment for something for himself. And I say tricks because it's not just men. And I'm gonna be real with you, bitch. If I ever find a femme trick, I feel like I only had one femme trick my whole life, and like she was just being nice to me. Like she didn't even want anything, and I was like, "Damn, that's cute as fuck." But it's rare. I feel like most of the time it's dudes hitting me. Most of the time, and I feel like out of all the men, I feel like yo, bitch, yo. I'm sorry, I just got a head change, but also I found a video. Oh, bitch. Because I was about to start saying that, like, when a black man hits me up, like, he's not tricking. Like, 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of 10. 9 times out of fucking 10, bitch. And maybe even 10 out of 10, honestly. I feel like a lot of the black men that have reached out to me, they have been very much like, you already probably like me. You swiped on me. And it's awkward because, again, I'm like, damn. Like, you don't want to have a conversation? And so again, it's like I'm not ever trying to disparage all black men. I'm just saying a lot of black men that have reached out to me on dating apps, they're not really trying to talk. They're just trying to have some action real quick. And I'm like, okay. And again, there are a lot of white men that are just the same. But again, I think about how like right when I was thinking about that, I found a video on Twitter. I don't know if anybody remembers, but I had a green lace front like a million years ago, and it was so pretty, and I totally forgot about it. But I did my makeup like the Joker, and I went on a date with this black man, and bitch, I asked him if he liked my hair, and he was like, I don't really like females with green hair. That's what he said to me. I don't know if anybody remembers this, but apparently I decided to film this interaction. And so I literally was like filming from after the moment where he said, I don't really like females with green hair. And I said, can you take me home, please? And he was yelling at me in a car because I wanted to go home. And bitch, I'm laughing, but I'm also thinking about the reality of like, I just feel like, and I don't know if other people have felt this, but I feel like men of color in general are not very complimenting. Like, I don't know if other people have noticed that, but I feel like a lot of times white men will really say, hey, gorgeous, you're beautiful. Like, we'll have no problem giving a compliment. But there are a lot of men of color who just won't do it. And it's awkward. Because it's not just black men. There are a lot of men of color who just do not compliment women. And I think about that reality too. Of like how some men really see complimenting a woman as like simping, doing too much. And it's so bizarre because it's like, whoa, like I really like people that tell me that they want to be around me, that they like me, they like what they're seeing. Like that matters to me. And so again, like when I'm dealing with somebody and they won't tell me that they like this or that, they're not again, I'm not saying everybody has to kiss your ass or be doing too much, but I feel again, I feel like I'm not saying you gotta call me beautiful every day, but it's like, babe, set a standard. Hello. Like, tell me I look good as much as possible. Hello. Like, what the fuck? But again, it's the ways that like that man, he did not want to give me a compliment. And like I'm telling him to take me home. I was very kind. I was like, can you just take me home then? And he got mad. He didn't want to take me home because I told him that I don't that was hating on me. I feel like it's hating on me to say like I don't usually like females with green hair. Bitch, I didn't ask you about females. I didn't ask you about nobody else. I asked you if you like my hair. And my thing is this, when you swiped on me, I had that green lace front on. Like when he swiped on me, I was looking just the same way. So I was feeling like, damn, you just gonna take me to the bar and get me drunk and then what? Like, girl, fuck that. Hell no. Like, I just feel like, again, like, you're not about to play in my face and make me feel like I'm ugly. That's crazy. And so I'm in the car, like, just telling him, take me home. And he was like, no. And I was like, please. I was like, you hated on me. He's like, I didn't hate on you. I told you I don't usually like females with green, red, purple, any kind of hair that's a natural color. And I said, I don't care. Take me out. But again, it's the ways that like that moment was just like, bruh. And then he put me out the car at some point. Like he refused to take me back to my house. He literally dropped me off like outside. And I'm literally walking around outside like, okay, well, there's a restaurant that I like nearby. So I'm gonna just go there. But it's the ways that, again, like I didn't know him for real. I just took a chance. And this is not me saying this is how all black men act. Not at all. But it's just me trying to name that like there are moments that I've had with men of color that I could not even imagine. Again, I've never had to ask anybody like white, like, do I look good? Bitch, they're already telling me. Like, again, I just think about how some men of color really do need to consider who they're dating for, what they're dating for. Because again, whenever I see a lot of men of color on these dating apps, I just think about how men take photos. And there's just moments where these men are taking photos like, bitch, and it's just very much giving like, I don't know. And I'm trying not to be misogynistic or homophobic or like I'm really just trying to be mindful about my word choice. But there are just some moments where it just feels like the man is looking for you to be the one taking the photos of him. Like, not trying to be funny, but some of these men's photos are giving like, you're gonna be the one behind the camera, bitch. Like, you're gonna be taking a photo of my life. Like, I'm the main character. And again, there's some photos where you could tell, you know, he don't got no toilet paper. Like there's some accounts where you can kind of tell, you know, it's rough over there this month, huh? And again, there's some where you could tell he don't like taking photos. Like I feel like that's another thing too. I feel like when I'm swiping for real, like for a man that I want to actually be with, I like the men that don't really take too many photos, bitch. I like a man, a little blurry photo. He not too worried about how cute he look. I love that shit because again, the men that be really, girl. And that's the thing. I feel like we're both the prize, but I literally told a man he was pretty the other day, and he literally said thank you, and like we swiped on each other. Like, bitch, it's the way these motherfuckers is energy harvesting. Because I try to talk to some of them first, especially if they seem like they are not tricks, but they could be cool. And the way they be hitting me like, and it's like, girl. Again, it's the way the racist trick. He gonna tell me, oh, I think it's hot when a girl reaches out first. And it's like, I know y'all do. I know. But that's another layer to this. It's like, I usually don't do that because I know at some point I'm gonna ask them for some money. And they might try to play with me. Now there's one dude. We had a little combo and I told him I'm ready for tribute. Tribute just means like, I'm ready for you to give me some money. And he gonna say something. I don't remember what the fuck he had said, but basically when he had texted me, he started being real hoish. And I was like, no. When he texted me, he's like, I only pay in person. I said, that's too bad. I was like, I hope you have fun out here. Like, I'm really trying to like not be mean to them because who knows? They may be lying, bitch. Like, again, whenever they try to hit me with, oh, it's not going to work, I just let it go. Because again, you never know. Like, these motherfuckers be lying. So he was like, oh, I only pay in person. I was like, that's too bad. And then he was like, why would I give you any money? You haven't done anything. And I was like, exactly. And I was like, have a good day. And he's like, bye, brokey. Like, he was like trying to call me broke. And it's like, girl, that's fine. But like I told you before I gave you my burner number, this is about some money shit. Now you trying to act like you only giving money when I meet up. Why the fuck would I meet up with you? You are literally being so hoish on the app. You got money right now to spend. Spend it. Again, will I say that I'll never meet a man online? No, like I meet them all the time, bitch. But if I'm meeting a man online, he's giving me something. He's buying me a dinner. He's taking me on an experience. Like I'm not just meeting up to like meet up. Fuck that. I'm not meeting up to smoke no weed. Bitch, I have weed. Bitch, we could buy our own ounces. Okay. We do not need to hang out with a man for drugs. That's not necessary. But again, my heart goes out to anybody that's doing that. If your plug is getting inappropriate, please feel free to reach out. Like again, dealing with men to get weed, my God. Listen, I appreciate everything, but I feel like I'm not in danger with these men, like in the ways that I'm operating now, because I'm not giving them way too much, not giving them too much access. Like, why does fucking dude going to ask to use my bathroom? And I just looked at him like, there's a clubhouse around the corner. He done spent $100 on food. I don't give a fuck. This is a drop off. You are not coming in my house. Like, go to the bathroom around the corner. You're good. Here's the thing. No, I feel like that's the thing about it. I feel like I get money every day. I feel like doing sex work, as hard as I've been doing it recently, I've been getting at least like $50 to $100 per day. Again, it depends on what's all happening. I feel like today I didn't get any money because I didn't really hoe today. Today I actually fucked up my money a little bit. Like I fucked up a little bit today at work and it sucks, but we're going to get it together tomorrow. But I was testing new medicine. That's another reason why I came through to talk. Ooh, I tested some new medicine today. I started working with this girlie who has been teaching me how to make caramel, which is really cool because I feel like caramel is kind of tricky, especially when you're using coconut milk. And so basically, I feel like I've said this before, but mushrooms don't allow you to trip if you have animal products in your body like recently. And so that's why we always tell people to take a dookie before you eat it, or even eat plant-based the day before or the week before, just so it's more strong. And so me and her was working on a batch. And I ate the caramel and had forgot how strong the shit was. Like I dead ass got caught up in how good the caramel was. I forgot it was a 0.5. And the thing about a caramel is she adds the extraction at the end before it sets. And so it's like pure mushroom essence. When you take a mushroom without teching it, meaning without adding like some dark chocolate and some plant milk to make like a little magical hot cocoa, because like I said, you can't use any animal products. And so there's layers to this. But she techs her mushrooms in, I want to say pineapple juice. And so with all of the flavor, like again, you don't taste pineapple in her fucking caramel. It tastes like butter and brown sugar. Like it tastes so fucking good. It tastes better than many caramels I've had in real life recently. Like her caramel is so good. But again, the way that 0.5 caramel hit my ass, and there's a new strain called Cascadian Teacher, which is an isolation of a strain called Golden Teacher, which is a newbie strain. It's kind of like one of those strains that's kind of like the most popular. It's like very much like kind of like when people smoke weed, like they know about like Blue Dream. The Golden Teacher is like the Blue Dream of the mushroom world. It's like the strain that people typically like. Don't have strong negative opinions about, because again, it's very chill in that like it doesn't come on too quick and it kind of comes up in a giggle. And I really liked it, the Cascadian Teacher, because me and Dana in the car and like realizing how much mushrooms we just took. Like we're literally like at home realizing how fucked up we are. And again, we were around the corner, so we weren't like endangering anyone. Like again, it didn't hit till we were in the parking lot of our home, which is amazing. But we're like pulling into the parking lot like, whoa, yo. And we get into the house, this motherfucker starts speaking different languages. Like it was just funny as fuck because we were so zooted. We ordered some food. My order was nasty. It was tragic as fuck, honestly, because I thought it was going to be good, but you live and you learn. But he was clearly happy as fuck, and it really did provide such a boost of like energy. It was so tasty. But that 0.5, bitch, I got sleepy for a little bit, but I'm good now. I feel like I said, I was testing it. So it's not like it's a new strain. Like the caramels come in 2 different strains. We just got a third one, which is this one. And the reason for this one is because we wanted one that was like in the middle, in between like the weakest one and the strongest one. Because we had a weak one and a strong one. Now we have a middle one. And this one was so nice. And I'm so excited because I'm just so excited. Low key, there was a guy outside of the place. Like, low key, okay, also, I didn't expect her to give me like as much as she gave me. Like, yes, I was helping, but like I just like to learn, bitch. So I was just helping out. And she literally gifted me like 6 of them. And then I ate one, then Dane ate one. And then we saw this dude outside, and I was like, you fuck with mushrooms? He's like, I mostly smoke with weed. But then I could tell he was like, bitch, what you trying to give me? So I gave him the caramel, and he was like, oh, he's like, I'm about to fuck with this. And I'm like, so gave a mushroom to a stranger, which is really exciting. And then the other 3, I'm gonna give 2 to my homegirl because like she said she really liked them. I gave her a sample. Like keep in mind, if you buy mushrooms, I always got samples of the gummies and the edibles and stuff. But this week they were out of gummies, which was really fucking tragic because again, I feel like the gummies are they're Shakti, which is kind of like the indigenous Adderall, Prozac, Iana of the shits. Like it's very much like regulating your brain. So they're really good. But the caramel, like I said, it's more of like a newbie, more of like a intermediate, honestly. But I'm just really excited because one of my clients, like she is so fucking cool and she really liked the caramel. And again, I did not expect her to give me so fucking many, like, whoa. And again, we totally forgot they're a 0.5. So if you do get a caramel, cut that shit into 4 pieces, please. Start with 1/4. Do not eat the whole thing. Don't be like me, because the way I ate that whole quarter and I was hungry, bitch. I didn't eat breakfast or anything. I was just kind of running, bitch, all morning. I like finished my hair this morning. I did a lot this morning. I did not really prioritize eating, bitch. I had a peach. I was bugging. Don't be like me. But when I took that mushroom again, I forgot you should eat. You should have a snack. I didn't think anything about that. And then that's why in the middle of the mushroom trip, we're trying to order DoorDash looking crazy. Whew, bitch. Trials. Ooh, penis envy is nice. I feel like penis envy, I haven't had it in a little while. I should probably get back to it. I feel like the strain that I want to try though is called Old Dirty Penis, which is a penis envy mutation. But I think what I might do is get both of them and try them both like at a different time just to kind of get But this week, I also like harvested extra golden teacher, which is really exciting because I was able to make some more strawberry honey, and I already had some hillbilly in there. So it's like a golden teacher hillbilly vibe. Basically, this mushroom that I'm making, this strawberry honey, I'm making it for a love offering, but I'm also making it with this girly that I work with. Yo, this white lady, she literally has her own beehives, and like we've been vibing for so long, and we're finally going to talk about wholesale pricing, which is so exciting because I feel like she really fucks with me. And her honey, oh my fucking God. Like the honey that I use is raw honey from, I want to say I source from 2 different hives, but like between me and you, I feel like her honey just tastes so much better than theirs. Like it was wild. Like Dane was like, yo, their honey tastes alive as fuck. I was like, no, for real. Like you could taste like how different. Ugh, it was so beautiful. Like, bitch, I'm so excited. Yo, I can't wait. I really can't wait. But penis envy is great for like visuals. Like if anybody gets any penis envy and you wonder what it's supposed to be giving, it's really visual. It's one of those strains that's so visual that it can be a little overwhelming. Cause I remember one time taking it and like there was a river on my ceiling, bitch, and it was rainbows. Like it was literally like it looked like a rainbow had turned into water and was on my ceiling and just going in a circle. And it was cool to look at, but I do think about how sometimes like when you're taking mushrooms, you don't know how long shit is happening for. And so if you ever take them, especially something, a strain like penis envy, I don't think anyone should take penis envy their first time at all. Definitely not. And that's just me personally. Like I feel like if someone gives you penis envy, I understand, but like I don't think it's a newbie strain. I think that it could be kind of scary to take that one. I'm also considering taking Mexicana off the newbie strains only because someone had a bad experience and they did take 8 capsules. But there's a part of me that wonders like I don't know. I'm just trying to be mindful. There's a part of me that wonders if anybody who hasn't tried them would be interested in being like a guinea pig just to give me their experience. Again, if you're not interested in doing it, don't do it. But my energy is like, I really just want to see, but I feel like I would have to find probably a couple people. I don't know. I feel like my energy is like I just want to make sure that like if it is stronger than what I think, because that's another thing too. It's like you can have a strain and it's supposed to be newbie safe, but that strain is very potent. That flush. Like every harvest is different capacity. That's why sometimes the strains change. Like I feel like hillbilly is one that sometimes I'll make like a newbie just because I know for a fact that is not a strain that's gonna overwhelm you. It's so calming, but it's calming in this way that's like you're watching a comedy. Like it's very much like you're at ease, but you're still engaged. And see, that's the thing too. Like strains can make you like not want to talk. They can make you want to talk a lot. They could like, oh, actually, somebody just took a strain that I just got here, and like this strain is coming from South Africa. I feel like if you look into like some of the strains and like where they're from, like some strains I may never have access to, and some of them I'm shocked. Like I got a strain from Thailand that I tried when I was in Ohio, and I was shook because it's like when the fuck like how? But again, the strain was called Black Cap Natalensis. It's a strain that comes from the KwaZulu tribe, I believe. And that's another thing too. Like when people aren't removed from the land, they start to like connect with they always connect with the land and what's there. And so there's mushrooms that are native, just like people are. And so the people there have their own lore and conversation around the plant and like what it does. And I want to say that like this strain for me was one that it felt it was overwhelming for sure. Like because I smoke a lot of weed and I smoke tobacco, I smoke rose petals. Like because I do breath work, I was able to be good. But my client, she's not a newbie. She really is a veteran, but she tried the strain and she was very uncomfortable. And she chalked it up to like wanting to have a certain experience. Like she was saying, she's like, I don't do mushrooms to like feel like an alien. She's like, I do them to like laugh and like, feel good. Antidepressant. And I'm like, I'm hearing you. Cause like she was saying she wanted something new. And I was like, bitch, I got something new from fucking South Africa. What's up? But this shit was, yeah, like it's the kind of strain that like makes you see shit and feel shit like on your body. And like I think about how like again, some of these strains can be intense because of the flush. Some of them can be intense because, you know, just that strain and you are not agreeing. But I think about how taking mushrooms is personal as fuck. Like there's not going to be like there's not like I feel like even taking different strains or taking the same strain different times in life, like there's some strains that again I took one time and I was good. Like I took this one, I try not to say its name, but I'm gonna do it here. There's a strain called Iceberg. It's on the experience list, meaning that like if anyone were to take it, we would have an extensive conversation. But or before I served it. But with that being said, I took it and I gave it to a friend. And we both had a very similar experience where we were like howling in the tub and we kind of just felt like in our bodies, like things being like released. And it was very shocking and jarring. But there's a part of me that thinks about how it was like, it wasn't the only trip I've had that wasn't good. But I think about how like some trips are so beautiful. And then I had the trip that I had today with the Cascadian teacher where it's like we're laughing, we're having a cute little time, you know? It's a cute little moment. Like it was like the strain was very much low stakes. Like there was nothing big that happened. Lots of laughter. At one point I couldn't walk. I could only twerk. So again, very unserious. But yeah, it was one of those strains that kind of hits like weed in that like nothing too serious happens. You're having a good time. You're not having like these heady revolutions. Even coming here after taking it, like I was yawning a little bit, but then I just started smoking some White Widow and I was good. But again, like knowing what you could do to come back after a trip, like that takes time. Like there's gonna be moments where like you take a mushroom trip and maybe you go to bed. And usually what I like to tell people is like some of y'all are not getting enough rest anyway, and the mushroom is not gonna be able to steal from your body to give you a mushroom trip when you need sleep. And so if you have not slept, do not take mushrooms. Anyways, getting back to more hoe shit, I feel like when it comes down to it, Tinder is definitely a place for hoes, but don't put any money symbols on your account. Don't post any overly sexual pictures. Like I had my belly out a little bit, like the bottom part of my belly out, like hanging out, like in between my legs, and they were not feeling that. They definitely hated on me. And like I said, they don't like for brown girlies to wear lace fronts, especially if like you take a verification video with your natural hair. They will really try to drag you. So just putting that out there. Let me see. Bitch, you know what? I'm gonna talk about it. This is like my closing, but I feel like I'm randomly bringing it up because I just feel like it's important to me to say. But I was cool with somebody for a little bit. They were a client of mine. I was really grateful to have them as a client. But at some point, they did decide that they were going to rob me. And it really sucks. But after they robbed me, they reached out to me about going through crisis, and I was supportive as fuck. I didn't want no money from them. I didn't want to work with them anymore, but I still appreciated all that they had done. At some point, after, crowdfunding for them and trying to be supportive, they had the nerve to tell me that they were going to try to flip some of my shit so that they could get some money. And I'm like, sweets, like, I'm crowdfunding as well. I'm like, what? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're not supposed to, like, did you send this text to the wrong person? Like, I'm just sitting here like, wait, I crowdfunded for you. You tried to rob me. And now you're literally telling me you're about to flip my shit. Like, why? And I literally told her, like, she's over here trying to defend herself. And I was like, sis, I was like, you tried to rob me though. I was like, you already tried to rob me. And then I still was nice to you because I knew that you needed support. But me being nice to you is like just about the support shit. I don't want to work with you anymore because it doesn't seem like you have my best interest at heart and you don't respect me. And I don't want to work with you in that capacity. And she was like, oh, she's like, I was going to give you a cut. And I'm like, girl, I'm like, you should want me to get all the money. You should want me to be successful. You shouldn't want to like take anything from me. And again, you tried to rob me. And this is the person I told you that said that her pack got stole after I put $100 of free stuff up in there because she had told me about some cancer. She had told me a lot of stories, bitch. People tell the plug all types of shit. And so I'm over here thinking that she really going through something. I'm trying to bless her. The bitch gonna tell me that someone stole the pack, then gonna tell me that they brought it back 2 days later. After I knew nobody stole the shit, she gonna say, oh, they brought it back. After I told her I don't feel safe to ship to you anymore. I can't, your location is dead to me. I can't afford that. It says delivered. Your tracker says delivered. So, and like I said, 2 days later, she pops up like, oh, they brought it back. Girl, nobody stole your pack. Why did you do all that? Got me changing numbers and shit. Got me scared and shit. Like, what's the point of this? And even after that, I'm still crowdfunding on your behalf, trying to make sure you still got somewhere to stay. Do not tell me about your plot to fucking benefit off me. Please don't. I don't want to hear about it. I want to hear that you want me to be successful and you want me to win too. That's what I want to hear. If you don't have that, leave me alone. Please. Like, I really don't bother nobody. I don't go to nobody. I leave people the fuck alone. So please, if you don't see it for me, if you don't want to support me in that way, that's fine. But I'm just like, what the fuck are people on? Like, if you're going to flip my shit, inflate the price to your homegirl and get me my money and just leave me be, why are you trying to involve me in this? Why would you think I would want to even hear some shit like that? Like, I literally was just so confused. I'm like, girl, we not cool for real. You tried to rob me like 2 weeks ago. Come on now. I'm not a hater though, for real. Like if you're telling me you're down bad, I'll still share a flyer for you, bitch. Like again, you tried to rob me. I know you're down bad. I know. But I'm not about to put myself in shit else. But again, motherfuckers will really tell you like, oh, I'm trying to eat off you. Like, no, please don't. Like, the fuck? Again, bitch, this shit is weird, but just moving forward, like if you're trying to do a little scam, trying to do a little jug, trying to inflate the price to your homies, please don't tell me that. I don't want to hear that. I'm trying to keep my prices low so that I can have some support out here. I'm trying to keep my prices low so that I have medicine. Like that's the point for me, is so that I have medicine and community has it and we're not both down bad. Me raising the prices recently was because I was not getting a lot of support. And again, even when I raised the prices, I still put other stuff on sale because again, I still do believe in having low prices and accessibility. But after being robbed for real, before that other person just tried to rob me, I just feel like I just gotta be more mindful about like getting too caught up because like I said, people are really trying to dump on me to get more stuff. And it's like, fuck. Like I get it, like we down bad, but damn. Like at least buy me a pizza, fuck. Like at least give me some snacks. Like I'm not saying you gotta give me all your money, but damn, like at least barter, hoe. Like I'd be down for a trade, but motherfuckers be again just trauma dumping on me, thinking that it's gonna change something, and it's like, babe, I hate money so fucking much, bitch. Because again, that's what it's about, right? Shit's fucking annoying. Anyways, I'm grateful that anybody listened to this. I'm grateful that folks held space for me talking to this racist white man. Just thank you again for holding space because who knows, somebody might need to do a little jug and figure out how to do some self-care afterwards. I hear you. I'm gonna post some links in the comment section below just for aftercare. Also, there's gonna be a link below that I should have really been posting a while ago, like more consistently, and my bad for that. But there is a foundation called the Loveland Foundation, LOVELAND foundation.org. They are a nonprofit that offers funds that are not repayable, that are not taxable. Like it's not like it's a gift of therapy money. So just putting that out there that for anybody who's looking for therapy or has a therapist and you can't afford it anymore, there is a way to get funds for therapy that are non-invasive. Like they're not really doing too much in terms of like trying to get all types of info from you, but they are asking that it's for Black women, Black trans people, Black femmes. And so if you're a Black cis man, maybe donate. If you're a non-Black person, maybe donate. There will be a link to donate as well. And I'm hoping that folks know like this is something that I love sharing. I don't utilize. Some folks may think I do, but I don't. I thought about asking for the vouchers, but I reconsidered when I considered like how many Black women like again may not get access because of us mixed people over appraising our Blackness and taking funds like this. And so if you are not a Black person, if you're a mixed person, if you have mixed ancestry, just consider donating, consider sharing. There will be other ways to get support in the comment section below, but let's not steal from Black women and trans folks and Black femmes in general. Let's not be thieves. Let's be folks that uplift that there's ways to donate. Let's uplift that there's ways to be supportive. Let's uplift the repair we can do now, because again, as someone who has Black ancestry but is not a Black person, there are going to be things that are not for me. And it's taken some time to learn because unfortunately, some of us don't have elders. And as someone who is becoming an elder, I'm just trying to let folks know that there's going to be moments where, you know, your Black ancestry is not enough. This is not about one drop rule reinforcement. But I do think about the ways that, again, there are moments where folks have said something was for Black people and I showed up. And I think about the ways that I've definitely taken things that I probably shouldn't have taken. And I've definitely been under supporting Black folks by, again, over appraising my Black identity. So I'm hoping that folks hear me when I say that the desire is not to make people feel bad. It's to acknowledge that there's new things we could do to be uplifting instead of causing harm. That we don't have to spend too much time talking about, how we're this much black or not. That's not important. Are we supporting the black community? Are we supporting in ways that are promoting repair? Because that's going to be what's more important, not us again trying to take up space in black spaces or trying to posture as if this amount of black ancestry means something. Let's just focus on the ways that we're not black folks and we don't have to operate as ops. What a relief, right? That's how I think. That there's new behavior that we can engage in that promotes not only mental health wellness, but also allows Black femmes to see there's more support out here, that there's folks that are considering Black femmes, Black trans people, Black gender non-conforming people who need mental health access. And again, to see someone non-Black sharing that there's ways to get that could maybe start a conversation between you and someone who may want to be closer with you or who may have, again, not known about it, just not known that it existed. And I've heard from some folks that I'm close with that this fund has helped them get access to mental health care and has allowed them to not only be more in control when it comes to mental health, but also not feel like overburdened. And I think about that access, that aspect of mutual aid, how some people post their mutual aid flyers and feel like they're begging. But I think about how, if some of us knew that you were hungry, we would just give you some food. Like if some of us knew that you didn't have it, we would just give it to you. But again, the ways that the mutual aid request is a way to say, I can't come to your house. Or you can't come to my house. We can't meet each other at, a food restaurant and buy each other anything. I just think about how mutual aid is a way for someone to say, hey, I really need help. And I'm telling all of you, I'm telling as many people as I can. And how some of us won't realize that a dollar, like literally a dollar will add up. I know some people don't like to think like that. I know, but trust me, people have sent me so much support over the years and I'm grateful for all of it. But I also know that it wasn't promised to me. It wasn't owed to me. Like when people share with us, it's not owed, but the way mutual aid operates, it's that you don't have to prove that you're worth sharing with. You don't have to come up with a good enough story. You can just say you're a valued community member and you can use some support. I really hope more folks consider that. We don't have to talk about how you never thought you would do this before. That's okay. That's okay. Focus less on the shame that you feel. Focus more on the abundance that you deserve. Because I do see a lot of folks who are crowdfunding for the first time operating like, I can't believe I have to do this. I promise you, if you're crowdfunding now, you're going to have to do it again. And the way crowdfunds operate is you can put up the crowdfund, but people may not share it. And that's not you failing or doing anything wrong. It's more that people are still not all the way comfortable with being poor, with being the people that need help. And again, the ways a lot of us think that we're going to get money someday, we're going to be the rich people. I think it can be scary for some people to hold that we're not going to be that maybe, and that we should work together. I think some people are still scared about that and are, again, wanting to still maintain this opportunity or, bitch, not flying here. Sorry. I fucking hate flies so much. But I'm about to trap his ass. I don't even know. Dang, trap this fly. I'm gonna let him out, don't worry, but I don't got time right now. Anyways, but just finishing up by saying that mutual aid is not charity, mutual aid is not begging, mutual aid is not sex work. Because somebody tried to make it seem like me asking for my flyer to be shared was me trying to be a dominatrix, and I literally was dead as hell. I was like, I asked you to share my flyer. When the fuck was I dominating you? That is crazy as fuck. And it just really hurt my feelings that talking about being a sex worker really had this person really operating oh, I don't need to do anything for you. I'm not your sex work client. And it's girl, you're the thing that blew me is you're someone that's engaging with me in other ways. Of course, I would think it would be okay to ask you to share a flyer. Again, it's the ways you could feel safe to ask someone to share something on your behalf, and they just tell you oh, I don't fuck with you, and it's wow. Now Like before, you wouldn't have said that shit. When you were asking me for something, you wouldn't have said that. But because I already produced what you needed, now I don't exist anymore. Cool. Again, it's a mind fuck, but I have to just hold that, like, you know, some people are just trying to have a transactional relationship with me, and I'm cool with that. I just feel like let it be that for the whole thing, you know? Like, let's not pretend like we're cool and shit. I feel like that's the part for me that gets kind of creepy. Like when people start acting like we're friends, and like then they do some shit that's like not something a friend would do, and then I have to reappraise the whole shit. I feel like that's something I don't like. But I think this situation with the girl who's trying to rob me, that kind of blew me. But I think about again how I'm getting better at setting boundaries respectfully and how I don't have to cuss people out whenever they hurt me. I love that about me. I'm really grateful for that aspect of things, but I be wanting to cuss so fucking bad, but I be like, bitch, I understand. Like, I hate that shit. God damn you. Swear. It makes me think of this baby mother line where she's like, bitch, I feel like losing my empathy, bitch. And I'm so dead because it's like, bitch, like the way people treat you, you be really wanting to not be empathetic. I hate that feeling when you really want to get somebody back. Oh, I hate that shit. Oh, I hate being focused on somebody's downfall, bitch. I hate that shit. That is the worst. When you're really mad and you focus on that shit. I'm trying to stay away from it. If I don't like what you're doing, I'm gonna tell you, or at least bring it up gently. Maybe we can still be cool. Who knows, bitch? I don't know, but I'm really not trying to be quiet and just deal with everything. But I'm also not trying to do anything for anything, bitch. Like, I hate this shit. Like, I hate how it be the most weird looking dudes that got money, bitch. My God, bitch. Like, strange. Like Sims. I'm sorry, bitch. I just thought about the vampire from Sims, Vlad, bitch. I swear to God, like, there's this man talked to me today. He looked like a cigarette. I swear to God, and he was literally like, "You like white men?" And it's like, girl, you know this is some trick and shit. Like, you look like Billy Bob and Thornton, bitch. And like, I never saw him as cute, but no, he was giving Sims, bitch, and not even like recent Sims. No mods. No mods, bitch. Very much original Sims. And he looked really crazy. But again, I was trying to get some money. But again, I ended up blocking him because again, he just looks scary, bitch. Like, I just feel like, again, like some of these men look so scary. It's like, girl, I could not pretend to like you. Like, because I feel like the whole time we'd be together, I'd be like, I just feel like I don't think I'll be able to pretend, bitch. I don't think I'll be able to pretend. Like, I'm telling you, bitch, it's the way some of these 50s and 60s been hitting on me. Oh, bitch, tell me why somebody in their 20s told me I looked like I was 25 and I literally wanted to cry. And like, again, I'm happy to be 36. I'm not hating on being 36, but there's just something about somebody in their 20s telling you that you're giving young, bitch. No. Wait, low-key, isn't that for trans women? No tea. Am I crazy? No, it's the queer one, right? It's the lesbian one. Tie Me is like the lesbian dating app. I haven't. I feel like I've told y'all before. I'm not trying to waste no women's time. Like, I feel like I'm really not shit. Like, I feel like I'm really not like, bitch, I'm hoeing, I'm trapping, I'm doing jugs. I'm just doing way too much to like really like find a good woman, and I really don't want to find her. I want her to be happy away from me. I want her to do her thing. I just feel like, again, I feel like I'm entertaining so much foolishness. I just feel like, again, like that, I'm just trying to protect a woman from the behaviors that I'm exhibiting. Because again, there may be a femme that may be into me, but I feel like whenever I talk to femmes online, I'm just like, I feel like we just automatically go into like being friends. And I feel like that's maybe my own like heteronormative behavior, but like I'm a simp. Like, I feel like that's another thing too. I'm a simp for femmes, and I feel like I feel like I flirt with femmes, but they think I'm just being a nice girl, and it's so fucking funny because it's like, I got this man buying you pork chops. Like, this is gay. But I just, again, I don't think they read it. Like, I feel like I give like himbo, golden retriever boyfriend energy, but they're not seeing it. And again, I feel like if I was a stud, I think I'd do way better because again, I think that people like my performance, but they're like, ooh, but you're a girl. And again, it's the ways that I've dated femmes that have told me they don't want to be the boy one. And so with that being said, when you're a femme and you're not tiny, when you're tall, when you're queer and tall, people will really be like, oh, well, you need to be wearing the strap. And it's like, girl, I'm not wearing a fucking strap for this. Like, I'm not. But now I'm like, maybe I will get a strap. It might be fun. I don't know. I've never thought about it for real. I never really cared that much. But I saw that this Black woman had created this like pillow that goes before the dildo. And I'm blanking on the name of it. I think it's called like a muff puff. I think it's called a muff puff. Excuse me. I'm gonna post a link to it. Don't worry, I'm gonna find that shit. But I was like, bitch, I might. Cause I always wondered, like, what happens if the dildo like go back? Like, do it go into your does anyone at like a ER? Anyone in the ambulance have a report? Because I'm just like, what happens if the dildo go backwards? Like, what happens if the dildo, like, I'm just like, I can't feel the dildo. What if the dildo tries to go inside of me by accident? Like, what happens? I'm just, again, I have a lot of questions about the dildo. And so that's why I don't dildo, honestly. But again, there's a lot of femmes that are like looking for a more masculine center femme, which is fine. I just feel like, again, I feel like I'm masculine in ways, but I'm not. Like, it's like I put on makeup when I want to. This summer, though, bitch, I'm just doing brows this summer, maybe, and some fucking, might do some Esther fucking blush, bitch. Low key, the Esther and Patrick Ta shit, I don't know if anybody cares, but I think that the fucking blush look is so pretty, and I'm so grateful that like Esther like popped out and like said what she had to say. As far as Jackie, I don't know shit about her for real, but I feel like it sucks to see that like, you know, the Juvia's shit is still going on. You know, I hate when somebody like gets into a beef and it just stays coming up. That sucks. That's not a good thing. When you get into a beef and that becomes your brand. But I also think that like people's anger or stress for Jackie, again, I just think like when you start being a whistleblower, you start talking about people that do shit wrong. I think about the ways that like you at some point will have to have the integrity to know when you're wrong. You like, again, like there's no way for you to call people out and not be able to have that come back to you. But again, I think about how, as someone who has called people out and could not handle it, I'm aware that like that's what you would hope, you know, that people would understand that. But I understand that not everyone's gonna understand that, but also not everyone's gonna have the confidence to be wrong publicly, to say, oh, I made a mistake, thank you. Like that takes time, like that takes building that with people. Like no one's just built being confident. And again, if you're raised by a narcissist, if you're raised by the state, if you're raised by people that don't really care for you deeply, you're not going to know the right ways to handle conflict. And again, I'm hoping anybody here hears me that like I didn't just like figure out life. No, I went through a lot of crazy ass shit, but I also along the way met people who had the bandwidth to be supportive mentally, to be supportive physically, to be supportive with housing and food. Like there's layers to why I'm able to be like more present and more regulated. And as I said before, a lot of it is drugs and listening to Black people emote and be candid about the ways in which the world is operating from a lens that I could never have. With that being said, it also took me being candid about what I was going through and people with the empathy already built with other people to share it with me. And so I'm at a point now where I realize that that's what it's going to take moving forward. We're going to all need people to share empathy with us. And we're going to all have to realize that we're not just born empathetic. Like this world really does steal humanity from so many people. And the ways it can be really easy to think like, it can be easy to think so many things. And so this Gemini season, I'm hoping folks consider new stories. new ways of seeing the world, new ways of talking about people, and just reconsidering the bigotry that we've been fed. Because I feel like we're in a time where there's such a desire to be seen as better, not equal, and not consider equity. And again, I'm worried about that. I'm very worried about that. I'm worried about the hierarchy that people still want to engage in despite it not working ever. But again, I consider the ways that some people really think that we're going to change the world by emulating the colonizer as people of color. And I think, again, as someone who has had a long time to talk a lot and find out that some of these things I shouldn't have said, or maybe you should have written down in a journal, talk to a mental health professional. Like, again, at this point, I'm willing to hold that, like, I didn't have all the things I needed. And there were people that saw that and they helped me out. But I'm hoping that people consider that, like, we're not gonna all be at the same place at the same time. Sometimes you will have to get away from people because they're not interested in communication that's equitable, that's equal. They do want to posture, they do want to perform like they're better than you. And again, it can be subtle, it can be loud, but no matter what is happening, like, you never deserve that. And I want to just say again, I did that shit. I've done that shit. I've heard people communicate about my behavior, and I've heard people, again, not even bother because they didn't think that I would ever grow up to, not grow up, but ever, like, get to a point where I could, again, zoom out and notice everything that was happening, not just my discomfort. So again, I want to just name that there's going to be times where, like, yeah, maybe you don't know what to do, but there might be somebody that can help. And you have to be willing to allow people to help. And again, even that aspect of being on the internet, being perceived, or even wanting to be perceived, like, these things can really set us up to think deeper about certain things than we should, or to even assign, like, this person is like this all the time because of an interaction. I just, again, I don't want to make it seem like I was ever very reasonable, because, bitch, I stumbled upon some tweets and I was like, wow, I really, wow. Ooh, wow. Not laughing because they were all funny, bitch. Like, some of them were just like, damn, I was saying anything. Well, again, I appreciate folks for caring about me enough to say anything to me. I appreciate for folks sitting here and hanging out. I do want to do another tarot party before Gemini season ends. I don't know how much time we have, bitch. I'm gonna be with you. I be like, when it comes to like the zodiac, I really be over Gemini season. It's crazy too, because I feel like this season really hits for me. The Knicks videos are terrifying. Aleem, I don't fuck with sports at all, but I'm just, like, shook that, like, people could care so much about sports that they would, like, beat someone. Like, my heart goes out to the person who was, like, hospitalized seemingly. Like, I only heard about one hospitalization, there may be more. But yeah, no, I just, there's just moments where I really wonder, like, yeah, I just feel like I was about to go into, like, a whole thing about how, like, we're all in our houses, and, like, being in real life feels so much more, like, visceral, like, so much more, I don't even know what to call it, but it's like I'm on the screen all the time, just like the rest of y'all. And I know some people are taking breaks from the screen, but it's like there are people that, I don't know, when you go outside, like, I don't know, I just started having, like, moments where I started getting scared about certain shit. Oh shit, not Crowd Crush. Deirdre, thank you for sharing. Like, for real, I don't really have a lot of folks in New York City that I'm talking to right now, so I have no idea what's going on out there. But, bitch, why is it in the Laverne Cox J-Lo combo talking about who's a native New Yorker? That shit had me screaming. I don't know if any New Yorkers are here and want to weigh in. I think it's funny when people be like, oh, you're not really from the city. If you wasn't born here, I don't care. I don't care. But I think it's funny. I do. Because, again, I lived everywhere, bitch. I would never claim that I'm from anywhere. I say I'm from Connecticut because that's where I was born. But I would never be trying to claim any of these places. Like, bitch, I don't care how long I lived anywhere. I'm going to always say I'm from Connecticut. But even in the suburbs, But the thing that makes me laugh is like J Lo fighting for her life to be a New Yorker, and it's like, girl, do that matter? Anyways, I like the movie enough. Like, I really am about to watch that shit today. I just feel like there's just something about it. Like, it's just something about it. I feel like I don't even like to watch the beginning, bitch. I swear to God. The only, like, I feel like I watch enough from Hold the Bus. Swear to God. Like, that's where I start enough. I start enough from Hold the Bus. And my favorite part is when she lays down and the man is like, and as sure as he's a coward, he will try and kick you. Like, bitch, that is my part, bitch, honestly. Cause I'd be like, bitch, it's the way. Bitch, me and my friend, I swear to God, me and my friend watched enough so many times. We was trying to learn how to fight through that movie, bitch. It was so silly. We were young as hell. We were in our teens. But we were literally like, let a man ever put their hands on us. We gonna hit them with that 1-2. We was really like, thank you, sir. Swear that movie really does remind you that like you could fight, maybe. Cause I don't know. I feel like somebody watching J Lo's enough in the middle of that shit may not feel empowered. But I hope you know if you're dealing with somebody who's aggy, like it could even be your mom, and you have to live with them because of money situations. I just hope you know there's a way out. I know it seems fake, but it's not. There's so much support out here. There are people that are supporting other people. I know it seems like that's not true. I know, but I just need folks to know there is support out here. You will have to be, a little bit vulnerable to share your story. I know that there are some people that are scared to tell their story because their family will be watching them. I get it. You don't have to say your name. You don't have to do too much like revealing, but definitely look for mutual aid checkpoints. Like if you have links or mutual aid flyers, like reach out. Like I will share them. I'm really not a hater that much. But again, it's the ways that like there are so many people that have poured in. And I know for a fucking fact, like if I had not said anything, I would really not be here. And I'm gonna keep saying it because it's fucking true. Like there have been moments where people have supported me and maybe I seemed ungrateful after the fact, but I think that there's duality. I think that like I can be grateful that someone offered me a place to stay and I could be very upset that they were being anti-black during my stay. I feel like again, there are going to be moments where people aren't perfect, where there are white people that harm us and maybe they didn't fucking mean to, but the repair. Like I'm really more interested in that. I'm tired of it being like people getting harmed. Like, okay, and what are you doing now? And how are you repairing? Like, I really want us to start thinking about that, especially as non-black people. Like, okay, you cause harm to somebody black. Like, what are you doing now? Like, I don't want to hear about what the fuck you did. I want to hear how you're repairing it. I want to hear how you're not causing that harm anymore because of these or that, information that you found. Like, I really want more labor, and I don't. I'll never accept that it's not possible. I'll never accept that. So many of us can transform. And I just, as an outro, nobody is doing anything because of how they look. Like, I promise you that. A lot of this is socialized behavior. And sure, somebody might think this person is doing this because of X, Y, or Z. That's their thoughts. Real. But they're also connected to the bias, the experiences you've already had. Again, nobody white is operating that way because they are white. It is called colonized behavior. And I really want us to start digging more into it. Because again, if more white people started to, again, hear that it's not just your phenotype, it's not just that. It's the practice, it's the behavior. Maybe there would be more opportunities for repair. If folks started to hold that it's not how you look, it's your behavior. White people existing, not the problem. White folks not giving reparations, an asterisk. Even when I was talking earlier about that kink where like white people have reparations kink, they're literally sexualizing the lack that is happening. And it's insane. And I'm only bringing this up because again, somebody out there needs money. I don't give a fuck how you get it, but I do want folks to know that this is a real thing happening. And who knows? Who knows? There was a black woman that started a coven where white people literally pay for her and a bunch of other black queer people to live in a fucking mansion. I will include that link below as well. But again, there are lots of things happening right now. And depending on where you're at, depending on who you know, depending on what you hear, you may really think all is lost. But I promise you, the bills are going to be due tomorrow too.
And today, maybe you'll be able to get a fish plate. Who knows? But that's how I choose to live my life. I don't know what the fuck, bitch. I could fucking die tonight in my fucking sleep. You know what I'm gonna do before then, though? I'm gonna masturbate. I'm gonna eat as many snacks as I like. And I'm gonna talk to people in the ways that feel good to me, which is with respect. But if it's a trick, I'm gonna get that fucking money, bitch. Bitch, if he's a trick, don't fuck him. Just take his money and go. All right? Bye.